Coca-Cola this time. Ooh, he's got a sun-kissed.
It's
God.
indeed.
This new headset's gonna mess with me because I can't hear myself as well. I should probably turn the side tone up, but oh well. I will do that later. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, what you guys did on the super session that got ate up by combat the entire time.
We did some combat. All right, let's
of
get started.
Hold on.
We went back to...
Spent 30 minutes deciding on how we should get back to town.
No, that was the previous session.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, because we got stopped by the... I got notes out. The captain got interrogated by the dude with the demon arm. Then that's kind of where it ended. And then we're like, all right, cool. Who has the bones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go check with Milivosh.
Yeah.
But we don't really know where to find Milivosh now that he's not home. So we went to the dude's house.
Henrik
van de Volt, the coffin maker.
Yes.
And he wouldn't open up. And then Ghislaine sensed radiant magic on the second floor. And
I did?
split. Yeah, we split up. Run into. Whoa, hold on. Oh, okay, that's where I didn't even record that we did combat. I just like immediately jumped after we got out of combat. That was
Combat that
funny.
almost killed all of us. You didn't record
Yeah,
anything about that one.
Doesn't even remember. That's how hard he got hit in the head.
Yeah,
So-
no, I have literally combat. Judas, Kalain, and Vale go unconscious.
Ties
Well,
the game
you're
back
hit-
in real life.
Before that, Vale and Dallin went to go see Vasily so they can talk to Milivosh. Vale
We went
got
to go see Father Lucian.
Lucian, and then went to go see Vasily afterwards.
We all went to see Vasily, yeah. And I think he's a snake.
Well, we didn't because we're like, hey,
Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, we all
Well,
went.
we were out of sight. That's we were like, hey, we're not going.
Oh,
to
y'all hid in
Here.
the alley. That's right.
Yeah. And then Vale got hoodwinked, 20 gold.
Judas.
No, that was Judas.
It was
Judas,
myself
yeah.
and Judas that saw
Judas,
Vasily. Vale and I went to Lucian. Everyone went to go see Vasily. Everyone hid except for Judas and myself, and we walked up to Vasily and
Yeah.
Milivosh. Yeah.
And I specifically remember warning Judas of what the answer he was gonna get, and he just did it anyways. But I mean,
But it was confirmed that the bones were there, so that's good. We also found out that the coffin maker was a bit of a coward, so a little bit of threatening might go a long way, which it did once we actually got back to his house. Someone put up a really good performance. I don't remember who it was, but their intimidation check was pretty good, and we gained access to his house, where he told us that there was 2 locations where the bones were located, in a wardrobe and in a storage room. So we grabbed the bones from the wardrobe first, holding that, and then while we were doing that, Dallin was talking to the coffin maker. He just seemed really down about everything, like big time depressed mode. And so we were looking through some of the crates. We opened some of the crates, and that's when all hell broke loose. There was a thing inside there, started opening its eyes, and we got attacked by 5 vampire spawn. Combat, as Steven was saying, couldn't be more accurate. That's very true. Luckily, we were able to open a few windows, had some people faint, go down, but luckily we were able to beat them. Just barely. Just barely. And came downstairs, or we tried to interrogate the coffin maker. Pretty much asked him, hey, just don't tell the guards about the bones, but tell them about the vampire spawn, so that could be pretty much our alibi, so that we wouldn't get in trouble. And I think Captain Royce, what's his name?
Stoyle.
Stoyle, that's right. Stoyle heard the side of the story, decided that we actually did something good for the town, and decided to leave us alone. But he's got my eye on you. He said that like 5 times, so he's got his eye on us. But cool. We decided to go back to the Blue Water Inn, grab Irina, and then while we were there, we ran into Vasily again. He was having a little cup of tea with Irina. Dallin does not like him one bit. Found out he was a dick to him. That's why I'm like, okay, cool. Kaelin doesn't like him either for that reason. But chatted a little bit. Vasily did say that he might need our services at some point, so that's maybe a side quest for later. But he left. Irina was asking questions on what happened. I bet we looked like a bloody mess. We probably were. We told her what it was, and then we decided to take her to St. Andrew's Church.
Side note on Vasily, he seems interested in exotic goods. He seemed to be interested in collecting or something along those lines.
Went to St. Andrew's, told Irina to skedaddle for a little bit. We needed a moment to talk with the Padre. Got the bones where they needed to go. Confirmed that there was some sort of magic after the bones were placed by using detect magic. And then I think Dallin got a nice little gift.
Amulet of
which is
Tyr.
cool.
Tyr or it's Tyr, right? Money?
Tyr.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure what else happened there. We might have gotten some gold. I just forget what it was. Then we decided, okay, let's go shopping. We just got this money. Let's go blow it. So we did it. Some people bought some stuff, which is great. But the last and final store we encountered, if someone could tell me what that name was.
Blinksy Toys? Or
Blinksy Toys, yes.
Blinksky or Blinsky? Blinsky?
Blinsky.
Blinsky.
Yeah, Blinsky. Very strange fellow. A lot, what is it, figurines of what looked like Irina in the back.
Like carvings
not Irina,
and like
carvings and just little
chiseled thing, like out of all sorts of different
figures and
materials,
stuff.
I think, right?
Dolls and whatnot.
Dolls,
Yeah.
yeah.
whole ton of stuff. Someone bought something. I forget who that was, but someone bought something. And then when he bought it, Blinsky is pretty much, all right, let me get my little buddy to go fetch it. He calls his little buddy, which turns out to be a monkey. And that's kind of where it ended.
Yes, a monkey. Yeah. All right. So going back into Vallaki, we will go back to, I think, yeah, we left off in the toy shop. So you see this monkey as he kind of comes out of the back, crawls up the wall, grabs one of the bats, and he throws it to Blink. One of the bats on the string thing toy, and he throws it to Blinksy. And 1 second, I can't remember what the cost of that was. Yes, 9 copper pieces, please.
Who was buying it?
I don't remember.
I think
Pretty
it
tall
was,
gentleman with a longbow.
yes, it was Captain.
What was the toy again? Would you describe it to me?
You're looking right at it. It's a wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings.
Ah, yes.
And great for babies.
By the way,
I'm
in
just-
the background, I'm like,
How many coppers is a silver? Sorry.
10.
Okay, I'm just gonna flip it my silver.
Sure.
In the
You're in
back.
town. It's fine.
Kalain has his mouth open and eyes wide. And he goes, that's a fucking monkey.
Yes, I can see you find yourselves at of Piccolo. He's quite the creature, quite the assistant as well.
You're a man with the monkey. Like,
Come again, please.
sorry, I'm just a little out of sorts here, just seeing that monkey and yourself.
Have you never seen a monkey before? You should go to the carnival.
I would love to. Sorry. if you don't mind me asking, what's with all the figurines of the red-headed lady?
Well, you did buy a toy. Those are not for sale. Those are by order. The bailiff has me make these, and if he doesn't like it, I'm getting close. He gives me details, and I get it wrong, and well, he threatens me with violence. But little by little, I'm getting the toy that he wants.
Why does he want this toy?
He's never really told me why. I just make them so he doesn't burn my face off.
You know who that is?
The bailiff?
No,
Tall man?
yeah, we all know Demon all that stuff, of course.
Quite unmistakable.
Yeah, you're telling me. No, the redhead. Has he mentioned who that might be at all?
No. Just somebody from his dreams, I think he has said once. But yes, those are not for sale. I'm sorry. He may change his mind, and if one of them is gone, then he will surely burn my face off. Anything else is for sale, though. And he holds up another a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is just a mummified corpse. It's fun. You pull them out, and it's 9 toys in one. But yeah,
Sorry.
Irina's back at the inn, right?
No,
Sure,
she's
sure,
at
mate.
St. Andrews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we brought her there.
Okay. You seem. That's all I'm looking for today. Just this. I guess we should be good to go now. Here, right, fellas? Unless there's anything else you could offer us, Blinsky.
while you're kind of talking to him, one of the things you do notice in one side of his room seems to be part of a workshop, even like in the forward part of the store. And on it is a bunch of like of wooden cogs all carved out and like pieces of like it's all made out of wood. Several kind of looking like almost heads, like almost like kind of robotic like look to it. Like he's trying to make something out of that. And he kind of gestures to that and says, I plan on having better toys. Blinksey's, only toy maker in Barovia, and, well, I am a student of the great toy maker Fritz von Werg, and, well, one day I'll imitate his work. And that'll be a toy that you will all want.
Do I recognize the name? Fritz van Reken?
It is Fritz von Werg. I've heard rumors of this man. His greatest invention is a clockwork man. I hear that Strahd has one.
Clockwork
I-
Man.
I bet if I could make another one, he would grant me a mighty boon. Or maybe you will. Whoever, first come, first serve. At Blinksey's Toys.
A Clockwork Man. What is that?
It's just what it sounds like.
Like
A man, a contraption in the shape of a man, functions, moves, understands basic commands. I don't know how it works. I've only heard and read about it.
sounds interesting. Sort of like magic, I guess.
Hey, if you ever hear anything about this in your travels, I might be willing to, say, buy anything that you may find.
I'll keep my ear to the ground. As we would all.
As they're
Yeah.
talking, I'm gonna be over to the side and like slowly reach out to pet the monkey.
As you slowly reach out, it slowly shows pretty sharp teeth.
And I'm just gonna slowly pull my hand back.
It slowly closes its mouth. You see like the tremor of its lip as it's like. Don't pet the monkey. He's a bit touchy. And you're just now noticing all these marks, like maybe scars from weeks past of all these bite marks all over his hands as he holds out, tells you to stop. It takes a while for Piccolo to warm up to people. Is there anything else I can help you with? I am actually kind of busy as right now as we speak. If there's nothing else.
No, I'll leave you to it. Get them anything else you want to buy from here?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay, let me see if anybody else is around. Who's around here? And is Vale here?
Pretty sure we're all here.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know. Cool.
I'm good.
We all shared our cards with
Well.
each other. You know, I feel if Vale saw that monkey, he'd just kind of like step back and just witness and
That's
take
kind
in
of
the
what I was doing.
conversation.
Yep, let him clean do his thing.
Witness greatness with the monkey. Yeah. No, Minsky, thank you for your time. And I'll be on the lookout for this clockwork man you spoke of.
Ah, yes, and remember, it's no fun, it's no blinksy.
Is no fun, is no Blinsky, of course.
Money on the Taraka card, it says he looks familiar. Did any of us address that at all last time? Like he says, it says like ... and he looks familiar or something. Do any of us recognize him by chance at all? See any resemblance to anyone that we know? I know I'm asking for everyone, but just figured we should. Well, he's in front of
To
us.
all of you, you feel like you've never seen this person before. You try to think really hard, maybe there's that one time that guy that was selling cheese in the market, but no. You've never seen this guy before.
Okay.
While I was talking to him, any mannerisms or facial expressions that just seemed off or familiar?
Give me an
or anything
insight
like
check.
that? Ooh,
You seem pretty friendly.
cool. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing else.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Are we all
Well,
stepping out?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a rest.
Oh, my camera.
What
Lane, did
Didn't
anything
say.
about that man stick out to you?
no, nothing. Just the card said he would be familiar, but don't recognize him one bit.
The card
Um,
also says he's more than he seems. I mean, if your first impression is not very much, then maybe there is something else there.
I'm sure there is, especially with this clockwork man he spoke of. I'm sure we'll be seeing him again in the near
And
future.
we can't overlook the monkey.
Of course, he almost bit your head off.
He did.
Oh,
That he
yeah.
did.
No, so it would have been terrible. But also, Bailiff Strahd has dreams about Arena. Or seems like it. That's interesting.
They say the bailiff was asking for it, or the bailiff was asking for it for the Baron. I actually didn't catch that.
He said
I know he said the bailiff.
Bailiff Strahd was asking for,
And the bailiff was having the dreams?
I believe so. To be fair, Blinsky doesn't know much either.
That we
Bailiff
know
just tells
of.
him, yeah.
He just met us for the
Bailiff
first
tells him-
time. He probably didn't tell us much.
Go charm him. Hit him with a couple of spells.
Yeah! I got Zone of Truth if we go take our break, guys.
I'm on my best behavior, baby.
I used to detect thoughts. No, I don't do that.
Well,
Uh,
boys, I think if he's looking for a particular redheaded girl, but he don't know who he's looking for, right? We could just bring him to Irina, or bring
Yeah.
Irina over. What could it hurt?
They could be looking for nefarious reasons, potentially. We never
I mean,
know.
maybe. We could just disguise her as some other
nefarious, what-
woman.
What exactly does that mean?
Nefarious.
Bad
Let me-
reasons.
Yes.
Sorry, my 8 intelligence. I don't know what nefarious means either. Why did I say that?
I've heard other people say it.
I heard it from someone else, like a Kalain or someone said that sometime.
I did see that one.
We have no idea why he would be having these dreams or why he'd be thinking about it. It could be good, it could be bad. Maybe we dig into that a bit more before we just present Irina on a silver platter to the bailiff.
I'm not saying to present her to the bailiff. I'm saying to present her to Blinsky.
Oh, I thought you said to take her to the bailiff. I was like, what are we
No,
doing
no,
that
no.
for?
I thought you said bailiff too, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
so did I.
interesting
That's an
strategy.
interesting move.
Bring
Just
him
bold.
to Blinksy, and then Blinksy can use her as the muse, and then he can get rewarded. We get rewarded. Got to
Yeah.
think about that coin.
I'd rather think of Irina.
Think about that coin.
Getting real sick and tired of that accent.
Me
not gonna
too.
lie.
Don't worry.
Yep.
You can change it any time, just not to a certain dialect.
What is it? Is it late in the day? Is it midday? I forget. I know we spent a while shopping.
After that conversation with Blinksy, after 4-ish.
Wait, was I even there for that? Or was I silvering my hammer? I did that earlier.
You're serving
didn't
your
I?
hammer.
I might not have
I
actually.
think you were silvering your hammer while they went, but table
Yeah.
knowledge.
Okay, cool.
Not gonna split hairs over
Yeah,
it.
my bad. I wanted to buy toys. What the hell, guys?
He got you a bat. Show him the bat.
I got this, and I hold up my silvered hammer.
Oh man. I guess we can go back to the Blue Water Inn. That wouldn't hurt. Maybe
Yeah, we're still pretty banged up from that fight. Or
banged up, and
just down 12 max health.
I don't want to fight today. Let's say we all go to the Blue Water Inn and get us a decent meal.
Did anyone go to Mystic Pages? Y'all went there earlier, right?
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
As you guys are kind of in the huddle, trying to figure out what you're doing next, just outside where you're at, you're just down the road from the burgomaster's mansion. And coming from the mansion, you see several people, townsfolk, coming from the mansion. They have these wheelbarrows, and they're just filled with like crates and things as they're kind of they're coming out and then making their way down the road around the bend. And on this crate, you see several looks obviously homemade decorations embolizing like the sun. One of the crates kind of the lid kind of hanging open. Inside is like a bunch of more decorations of red, orange, yellow. I don't really know terms for decorations, but things like streamers and things that you would hang everywhere. You begin to see like 3 or 4 people with wheelbarrows kind of bringing all this stuff out and heading toward the town square.
They just wrap up with a festival. They're already having another.
Well, gotta make people happy somehow. So I'm sure that's another thing the burgomaster wants to do to make people smile, I guess. But we can get more info from the Blue Water Inn if you guys want to head that way.
Cool with that.
So you guys are headed to the Blue Water Inn?
I would very much like a rest, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So again, as you approach this, it is not pouring rain right now. I love this music. So yeah, as you approach this building, gray smoke issues from the chimney. Again, this building, large 2-story structure. Are you guys going into the inn itself, or are you going to your side house, your bungalow, if you will?
Probably to the inn. I don't think we've technically had a meal today. No, we ate with the peeps, but yeah, the inn, right, guys?
The peeps.
We ate with the peeps at the camp. Are we going to go to the inn, chill for a bit, see if we overhear anything?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think
Sure.
so.
Yeah.
Again, walking to this building, you see all these, kind of on this picture actually does it pretty good justice. All the ravens atop the roof, all kind of perched up there. You do see again that hanging sign above the entrance that depicts a blue waterfall. Walking into the inn, what is it? It's pretty close to that. One second. So as you guys are kind of walking into the front door of this establishment, the door kind of opens and you almost run into that gentleman I described, the elf who was kind of loudly telling stories. You recognize him. Guess I could show his picture so there's no confusion because there's so many goddamn NPCs. This guy, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking to the 3 younger boys or something, right? He was telling stories to them last time.
Yeah, he comes walking out. Seems to be carrying some wolf steaks and a couple of apples. And whoa, excuse me, friends. And he kind of sidesteps and walks down the street. You guys make. What's that?
I said, pardon us.
Oh yeah. Walking into the bar area, the tavern area, behind the bar, you see Erwin again, who kind of gives you one of these as you come in. Gentlemen, please have yourselves a seat. We'll be with you in a moment. He kind of gestures to the table and the bar. Kind of does one of these, like make up your own mind. As you walk in, it seems to be a pretty full house, except for the 2 areas that he kind of specified that are open to you. Seems to be a lot more people kind of turning in for the day, calling it quits and hitting the bar, getting a couple of drinks, some food. You see a lot of villager type folks drinking and socializing. Noticeably so, you see 2 grisly, grim-looking fellows kind of standing out from the regular townsfolk people, covered in wolf furs and leathers, and they are drinking quietly to themselves in the corner. Next to them, you see a pile of quivers, arrows, and their bows. And you kind of see sword belts near like their table around their next to their feet. And yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Are those guys looking anything like the Yakis tribe people that we ran into at all?
No,
Or
they don't
more
look
like
all
hunters?
woaded up and things. Yeah, they more. You would recognize them as they seem to be hunters.
Okay, cool. I was gonna go wave my totem. Hey guys!
We're friends, right?
I'm seated at a table.
Is there anybody seemingly like dicing, playing games, or anything like that?
Not currently, no.
Not currently. Okay.
Most everybody seems to be socializing, drinking. You don't see any dice games. You do recall, though, the first time you came in here, those young men that were listening to stories and stuff, you saw that they had some dice and cards around that time, but you don't see them in here.
Sure.
At least not at this time. But you have seen game type materials, is what I'm trying to say. You've seen the possibility of. There's just none right now.
Right.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess whenever Erwin has a chance, I'd like to ask him a couple of questions.
Sure. You guys sitting at the bar or the table? You kind of all just standing at this door, and people are gradually starting to go.
The table.
Table.
I mean, that's so we just go in and sit, not just literally stand there.
Stand at the door.
So yeah, you all kind of like
to give us commands. Oh, hey, Lord.
You all make your way over to the table, sitting down, kind of setting your stuff down. Still kind of covered in blood a little bit. Some of the people, as you pass, kind of like lean in and whisper, like, "That's them. Those are the ones." And you see a couple like really blank-faced people that kind of like look at you for a moment and just don't pay you any mind. You guys sit down at this table. Erwin comes back and comes around. Oh, Fritz, busy night indeed. What can I get you? I hope your accommodations have been up to snuff. It's not too often we get travelers.
They've been perfect. I
They've been
appreciate
great.
it.
Thank you, Erwin.
I will remind you that if you dare to stay there tonight, it would be another 2 gold.
I was about to mention that to our group.
Perfect. That's totally fine.
That's for the whole group, right?
That is correct.
I'll go ahead and hand him 2 gold.
Very well.
Owen, do you have a chance to talk real quick?
I'm sorry, say it again?
You have a chance to talk very quick. I have a couple of questions for you.
He kind of looks back and kind of makes eyes with presumably either a barmaid or his wife or somebody. It's kind of, you see a similarity in age there. Kind of like gives her some eyes. She kind of like, I got it. Comes back and kind of still wiping his hands from whatever he was just butchering and cooking. Yes, what is it?
Won't take up too much of your time, but is there another festival happening soon? We saw a lot of decorations coming out of the.
Oh, it's today. The Baron has festivals once a week. Any day now should be another one. We just had one. Everybody was putting wolf heads on pikes. This time, I can't keep track anymore. Something about burning the sun. I'm not sure.
Bring the sun.
That sounds just so sus.
That's a goal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Are those hunters over there? Those are the ones hunting wolves, and for the heads.
Oh yeah, there's 2 gentlemen. Soldar and Yevgen. Yeah, the primary source of my wolf steaks. Also the primary source of the heads that the Baron needed last week. Not the most talkative 2, but reliable, honest.
Soldarn and
I'd spell that out for you. It's very weird spelling.
I know I got it wrong.
The bald one with the very bushy beard is Zoldar, and the man with the very long hair and kind of like Antonio Banderas mustache would be Yevgeny. I'm probably saying that wrong. Yevgeny? We're doing a Western European setting next time. Like, this is Fred.
I look over at Dallin. Brother, it might be a good idea to ask him if they've seen any large wolves in the area.
Oh, I can tell you, there's always wolves in the area. That's why we have so many wolf steaks.
I'm talking about a large wolf.
Large wolves. Dire wolves. Oh, I haven't seen those since I was a boy.
Yeah.
Where was Soldar and Yevgeny hunting for you recently, Erwin? Off west, east, which direction?
Oh, you might have to ask them. They just bring back the steaks.
We were previously earlier today talking about potentially going and checking up on that wine that seems to be missing for you. So if they had been out west, maybe they could provide us with some information.
Yes, that might not be a bad idea. And to be frank, I'm pretty sure they know the area.
We'll take that up with them then.
Anything else I could do? Any drinks tonight? Some food?
Yes, some
Yeah.
drinks, some water, some food, and if you don't mind, I'd like to buy them a drink as well, if you don't mind initiating that for me.
But sure. Yevgeny's not much for wine. He likes the ale. And Soldar, I think his favorite is the Dragon Crush.
Let it be that then.
That's the name. I think that's the name. Top memory. Yeah, no problem.
I'll pay him for whatever that would cost.
That's a silver and a copper for the drinks. What would you all like to drink?
Not just
Do
water.
an ale and whatever like basic meal they've got. Not the wolf steak this time.
Sure. So that'll be the ale is 3 copper pieces.
Okay.
We do have the Red Dragon Crush, which is a silver piece a pint. We have the Purple Grape Mash, which is 3 copper, same as the ale. The Cooked Wolf Steak, as I usually make, is one gold piece. But then I do have a beef broth for 4 silver pieces.
Your basic ale and a beef broth, so it'll be 4 silver and 3 copper for me, I believe.
Okay.
I don't mean to be difficult, but do you have any tea?
Tea.
Yeah.
No, but I could heat you up some water.
Speaking
I'll
of
start
water,
with
your
my
own
dirty
tea.
finger.
I'll just take some regular water, not heated up, please. Thank you. And
I'll have a hot water, please.
and a beef and the beef stew, whatever that was.
What about the Longshanks here? What would you be having? Pointing at you, Kevin.
okay. I'll take a water cup and a also beef
Water
broth.
cup.
What is
Well,
this,
water
Chipotle?
I can tell I'm going to get rich off of this group. I'll be back with your water and broth with
Oh,
hot
well.
water with seasoning in it.
We'll
Well,
tip
well,
I
something.
took an ale at least.
Bill almost dies one more time. He's gonna start
God
drinking.
damn.
I guarantee it.
The Adventures of the Mormon Group. We don't drink water, please. So yeah, he gets your order. He goes back to the bar in the process of getting the drinks for that table, and then getting your guys' stuff all together. What else are you guys doing while he's kind of doing that, if anything?
I'm gonna kind of get his attention. Excuse me, sir. You didn't ask me what I wanted.
Did I not?
No, you didn't. You just
question,
kind of ignored
North.
me. I know I blend in with shadows pretty easily, but you know, it happens. I'll take that ale, and
Sure.
actually, I'm gonna go with that wolf steak, but give it to me rare.
Okay. Sure.
You don't get the 10th hit points.
We're not
if
gonna
it's
roleplay food orders every
Huh?
single time. Moving on. Is there anything you guys are doing?
That's minus
Yeah.
1 for that. And how much is the ale?
The ale's 3 copper pieces. The steak is 1 gold piece. Eating that grants you 3 temporary health points
Until
For- your long rest,
The steak for me too. I
until
believe.
it.
or 12-hour
with this-
period. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll take the steak as well. I can use those to temporarily.
Everyone's like, "Oh, temporary health piece."
I remember that bit.
It helped
Um,
me quite a bit in the last fight, I will say.
Hmm.
And did somebody pay for the room?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you kind of see him take over the drinks to the 2 hunters in the corner. Leans in while he's holding the tray, kind of telling, kind of gestures, looks your way, and they both grab the drinks and give you a nice little.
Everyone holds up their water cups except for me and Judas.
Goddamn Mormons.
I'll get on your door tomorrow. Get the bikes, boys.
So what are you guys doing?
I look over at Kalan and notice he has a name tag. Just and a plain white shirt on. It's like, ooh.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and just say, do y'all want the resident hunter of the group to go talk to the hunters?
Probably, yeah. They seem like more your type. That
Common ground. Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
You see all
I'm
3 of them
gonna-
congregate and they just
Listen,
grunt
if
at
that's
each other
alright.
for.
I'm gonna make sure that I have my longbow and my quiver of arrows. I'm gonna kind of walk over and sit down next to him. And whenever I sit down, I'm gonna kind of look at his longbow and just say, "Oh dear God, that must be the longbow 2000. I heard that can shoot more than 300 yards."
Yeah, it's actually the 3000.
Oh dear Lord, I'm in awe, sir. I just have this piece of shit right here.
Indeed, it looks like a piece of shit.
So me and my buddies that are sitting right over there at the table, and I kind of point at them and make sure that they all wave back.
Those awkward 4 over there.
Yes, I know. Troublesome crew to be with, but
Thanks
we
for the
were
drinks.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Wasn't my coin, but the sentiment represents the group. Anyways, we were thinking about helping the barkeep with some situations that he's stumbled upon, and I was wondering if y'all could kind of give us the lay of the land to the west side of this quaint little town.
They both like kind of look at each other. Retrieving wine.
Possibly.
Hmm. Yeah, we can show you around where you need to go. It'll cost you though.
Oh no. How much are we talking?
We can accompany you during the day with 5 gold pieces per day. But we will not stay out until night. We will only go about half the day. Once we meet our mid-journey, we will be coming back to Vallaki. It's foolish to travel in a cursed realm at night.
Yes, what kind of idiots would do that? Certainly not us. We would never think of doing that.
I hear the contrary, that's why I bring it up.
Oh, you heard about that?
Word travels fast in Vallaki.
Well, let me tell you this much. It was not my idea. But anyways, I think we might take you up on that offer. Will y'all be here tomorrow?
Catch us at first light. If you're not up that early, we'll be gone hunting.
What time is first light?
When the sun first comes up.
Well, yes, but could you give me a...
Probably 6 a.m.
Yes.
Set your Apple Watch.
Checks his
for
watch.
6 a.m.
That's his alarm.
I've usually worked out for about an hour by then, so that's nothing difficult for me. These other guys, especially that one, and I'm gonna point at Judas.
Weird flex, bro.
I don't
All right,
hear what he's
fellas.
saying and just like wave again.
He's Judas. I go climbing, okay?
My ankle.
My ankle.
What the hell?
Sorry.
Sorry, Steven.
It's out
It's
of love.
canon now. It's canon. Judas rock climbs and hurt his ankle.
Yeah. I don't talk about that often, but okay.
Oh,
We know.
Right now, it's just poking fun.
It's out of love.
I'm gonna kind of get up from the table and say, "Well, we will see y'all tomorrow morning," and I'm gonna kind of walk away, and I'm gonna turn back.
5 gold pieces up front.
Oh, we have to pay in advance. We can't pay tomorrow morning.
If you don't wake up, I'm not waiting for you. If you pay 5 gold now, I'll wait for you. Or we'll wait for you.
It's an offer I can't refuse. I'm gonna give him 5 gold pieces.
Pleasure doing business. See you first thing in the morning.
I'm gonna give him one of these.
Alright, whatever.
I'm gonna go back and sit with the group and inform them about how we have to be there by 5:45 a.m. sharp.
Send in 2 gold to Kevin.
I don't want to wake up that early.
That work?
That was
Well, that's too
actually-
damn bad.
I mean, I know Boris likes to sleep in a little bit, so it might be a little rough getting him up. Speaking
Just
of,
making
where's
sure
that
I
barkeep? I
must-
wanna actually talk to him about how if he's been a good mule lately.
I don't think
Haven't
the
been
ball
separated
keeps
from
keeping
a
track
while.
of your ass.
He's not an ass.
Alright then, ale, the crush, a couple wolf steaks, beef broth. Think I got that all in order. Oh wait, no, you got this, and you got okay. Anything else I can get for you?
Yeah, how's my mule been doing? His name's Boris. He looks a little frightened every once in a while, but he likes the dark.
Oh, that's right. That reminds me. That'll be another 2 silver pieces a night per animal.
I'll quickly pay him that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I
I'll
think
pay for mine.
Wait, Shums, did you pay for everyone or just
Oh,
you
sorry. It's 2 gold per, right?
per?
It's over.
7 or 2?
2 silver per.
2 silver. We have 5 animals. I'll do
do
mine.
two.
I've paid the first one, first animal at least.
Okay, I'll pay for mine too.
Me too.
I don't know how
Yes,
I heard
yes.
7.
I was able to secure a bit more food for your animals, so it's not as expensive as yesterday, and it should be good for another couple of days, the normal rate.
We're planning on going out west tomorrow. Anything else we should know before we head out? We're specifically going to see about the wine.
Oh, well, let me think on that. Let me see. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, like I think I would ask him like what route they take. Obviously, I assume it's Old Svalak Road, but
Take the Svalak Road, or Svalech Road, Svalak Road.
Phallic Road.
Black Road? It's my kind of road.
It's easy to follow the stones. It actually looks like a road. There are many paths that kind of come off of it. You'll come to a couple signposts. They kind of tell you where to go. It'll take you right to the path that leads to the Wizard of Wines. Can't miss it. Oh, and just don't. Well, it's fine.
No, please do tell.
Please do.
Do indulge.
Do tell.
indulge.
Well, I was
Please
gonna
say more.
say hello to Erwin, or not Erwin. He's Erwin. Names and things.
Davian.
Say hello to Davian for me, but on second thought, don't do that, please. Just disregard. Never mind.
Okay, copy. Don't say anything to Davian. Not even a hello. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not on the best of terms.
Why is that?
Personal.
I know something about fathers and sons, so I might relate. If you ever fancy a talk at some point, I'm here to listen.
I'll keep that in mind.
Get one of these. Also, and then tell him come a little closer.
Yes.
Bailiff Strahd. What's up with him?
Stone cold, son of a bitch. Scary man. Keeps everybody in check. Baron's henchman. Demon arm. That might have stuck out to you.
Didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, of course I saw that. Anything you know about that arm?
He might. Well, it's not necessarily what I know of the arm. It's just the man has a history of violence. That arm can conjure fire. It's mostly Isaac keeps everybody in check through fear. But, yeah. As far as how he got that arm, I remember as a lad he was missing an arm. Something about a wolf attack. And then one day he woke up and had it. I'm not sure of the details.
What a strange man.
Strange lad.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Don't tell him I told you anything, though. He'll burn my face off.
It's not a joke, is it?
It's not the first
No.
time we've heard that. Does he do that often?
Well, just don't find out.
Good to know. I've got no other questions. I'm just gonna enjoy this meal unless anybody else has anything to ask.
I'm gonna kind of have the beef broth and like look over and just like
It says we need to order takeout as well.
What was the medieval version of DoorDash we came up with in your campaign?
Was that my campaign?
Yeah. I thought
Oh,
it was like as a
shoot.
joke.
Oh man, that's been so long.
I can't remember. It's like portcullis sprint. I don't remember. It was something. It was actually something
I'll
good. That
think
was
on that.
crap. Oh, you got a train. Oh, two songs are playing. So, all right, you guys finish your meals. Is there anything else you're doing? I'd say toward the end, when you finished your meals, all the conversation, maybe a couple more drinks or whatever, an hour, maybe more passes, and you see that elven gentleman return through the door. This time, not carrying any of the food.
I would like to hear a story from him.
All right, let's go back to the inn.
Sorry.
Take it around.
That's my
boys.
bad.
Sorry.
So this flamboyantly dressed, but not Vistani flamboyant, but like something you would expect from the carnival. I'm sure at some point in your lives, maybe not Ketham because that's way depressing, but you guys from Waterdeep have probably been to a carnival. Maybe Judas. I know Vale most likely has. So you guys would recognize a carny when you would see one, dressed in the way. He comes back through the door, just straight-faced, and kind of walks back over and kind of starts to go into the crowd. Are you kind of watching him, or are you immediately being like, hey, you bard man, dude, carnival guy?
Lane is just watching him. Yeah. He's not one to, hey, yo, come over here.
Hey, homeboy. All right, so, where is it? He kind of intermingles into the crowd, and after kind of a few conversations, he kind of talks to some people. He kind of begins speaking loudly, recanting tales, entertaining the patrons. His bolster's voice rises and falls with the details of his stories. Noticeably, also, he and you begin to hear the canting of this tale. So I quickly strapped my sword and grabbed my jerkin. I leapt from her window, forgetting my quest of werkin. How was I supposed to know she was the guard captain's daughter? But really it was the reason I sought her. His face was red with threats of a noose, but I finally ran into what had to been loose. I found myself in the face of a fuzzy muzzle. A towering creature, claws, teeth, a deadly puzzle. The werewolf I intended to find found me half-dressed. But you see, it's me, Rectavio, the best. I drew, I slashed, I cut, I bashed. Blood flowed, bone mashed, claws gouged. We clashed. Another monster I had cut, another town saved. The Baron need not cared how I previously behaved. Around the guard captain's daughter, he found me a pest, but it was he who had the honor of placing a medal upon my chest. And everybody kind of claps and woo, woo. Thank you, and people kind of throw a couple coins out and return to their drinks and things, and he goes over to the bar and sits down and, Erwin, please, Dragon Crush, thank you.
Hearing him talk about werewolves and felling monsters, I become intrigued with more of his stories. So that's when I will approach him.
Yes, feel free, friend, have a seat. I do autographs, but you must bring the quill and ink. I do not carry it with me.
Not here for that, but I am here for a tale. Heard you talking about werewolves and slaying monsters and that.
Oh,
Right up my alley.
just a tale, friend. I am more of a carouser of the crowd, a spinner of tales. I run the carnival. I have a werewolf in my employee. The very
Don't
same werewolf.
say-
Now, we didn't tussle and fight. I more begged for my life and hired him, but the rest of the story is true.
Oh, so you never fought a werewolf and you begged for mercy and they let you go.
If you're standing in front of a werewolf, there's not much you can do but ask for mercy. It wasn't necessarily, oh, don't hurt me, werewolf. It was like, I'll give you money.
You know, I think me and my friends would be interested in more stories you have, anything that you might, maybe pique our interest. We're travelers from far away, and we've seen some things. Every one of us has their own individual experience. Wouldn't mind hearing more about Barovia.
I think a proper introduction is in order then, friend. I am Rictavio, Carnival extraordinaire. I travel from place to place, town to town. I spell a tale, and I turn a frown. Sure, I'm famous, but don't be nervous, for I am Rictavio. I'm at your service.
My name's Kalain, and I don't rhyme my words. I am in pain.
So what, friend, what brings you to Vallaki?
Well, myself and friends, all sorts of reasons. Some here for family, others are here for adventure, others are here for revenge. You can say that we all have our tales to spin, and
How
we'd love to
very
hear
Greek, even though Greek doesn't exist.
those.
Well, very interesting. Everybody has their reasons for being in Vallaki.
Yeah,
Well.
please join us. That little one right there, he points to Judas. He'll buy you a drink.
Small one.
Dragon Crush. Dragon Crush, is that what that was?
Dragon Crush. You good ears.
Dragon Crush. Come, join us. Talk. We could use a tale after the long day we've had.
It's making
I'm
less
not
than
one
the
to say
last
no to
last
free
thing a little bit.
drinks. He stands up and grabs his mug and the little one you said,
Yeah,
pointing at Judas.
the one that dark and broody,
You see this like tall elvish man pointing at you, kind of gives like a, oh, we're gonna be really good friends if you buy my drinks all night.
Dark and broody, that's the whole crowd, man. It's all of us.
So he follows you back to the table. He kind of pulls up a stool. Well, your friend tells me that you are all in need of a canter of tales, some entertainment for the night. Yes, is this or
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah.
information? Yes.
Perhaps a bit of both.
Well, I've been here about a month, and I know the town fairly well. Me personally, I'll tell you about myself a little bit. I'm here looking for the oddities of the world for my carnival. And I quite like it here in Vallaki, and I just can't bring myself to leave. So I drink all day, I hang out with Erwin there, and people pay my tab to listen to me tell stories of great battles and history. I just plant myself in the story to make it a little more exciting. And I kind of enjoy being the only candle in the room, so to speak. What about you, friends?
Speaking personally, not much going on with me, just a simple warrior. Looks at it and points to his short sword. Don't really like the taste of adventure, but do you like to hunt monsters? Feel like they're a vein on the. Yes.
What kind of monsters do you hunt?
Any and all sorts, depending on where the coin is at.
Do you have a lot of experience in hunting monsters?
I am part of the Monster Hunters Guild back in Waterdeep, so.
Oh, I'm
Not as much
curious.
as-
Where does one learn to kill monsters? Is this like an apprentice on the job site kind of thing, or is there literature?
A little of both literature, I did have, I
Mhm,
wouldn't say a
mhm.
master, but someone who taught me a lot of things. And it was Bartholomew, Bot for sure. My friends called him Bot, but he taught me quite a bit. And so just a little bit of everything. I feel like you have to scrounge for that information. I've either scrounge or find out firsthand, which I would take the
Sure,
latter.
sure.
He
I'm
learned a lot from me
curious.
too. Let's be honest, Ghislaine.
If you'll indulge me, would you recommend any sort of reading? As I've said, I'm a procurer of the strange, and I find myself all over the world, and I'm curious if there's maybe something I haven't read that you may have.
Have you heard of Volo?
Volo.
Yes, Volo's Guide to Monsters. A pretty famous book, if I might add.
Volo.
I've heard of Big
I
Bob's Big Book of Beasts.
that
I had
too.
heard of Big Bob, but yes. Not very useful in most instances I've come to find firsthand.
Not at all. It's failed me plenty of times. But I will say there is one book in particular, one about vampires, that interests me greatly.
I
And
have read Volos. Actually, he has read Volos.
good. That's a big one.
But I find it lacking. Anything else?
Have you heard of Rudolph Van Richten?
Of course, who has not heard of the most famous monster hunter in the world?
Yes. An inspiration of mine, really, after reading his book. Sad
You've
tale,
read
to be
his
honest.
book. Wow. That's a pretty rare book indeed.
It's I feel like everyone has to read it in the Monster Hunters Guild. I just happened.
I'd be impressed if everyone has. There's only maybe 4 or 5 in the world.
I guess news travels. Stories become like a game of who says. I say
Now, if
one
you
thing.
have this book, I'd be willing to buy it from you. I have not yet obtained a copy of my own.
Fortunately, I don't. All I know is pieces of lore given to me by my friends in the Monster Hunters Guild, passed down. Guess I
Are
would
you
also
lying
like.
to him, or do you think you actually don't have the book?
I don't think I have the book. From
You do have the book.
I do have the book. Okay,
That's
you
every
tell me
single
that.
time you do a bonus action to.
Is
That's
that
that's
Van? Is
that's
that
the
Van
book.
Richten's? Okay, cool.
Yes. So I don't know if you want to lie to him, you can.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you knew that
No,
you
no,
do
okay.
have that book.
Let me just. I didn't realize it was Van Richten's book. Octavio, is that right?
That's correct.
His book is pretty precious to me. It's not one thing. It's not something that I will part with for monetary reasons. Obviously, it helped me quite a bit in my adventures and in Barovia.
Out of curiosity, may I see it?
Yes, you may see it. You're not going to do anything tricksy with it, will you?
Grab it and run? Steal from you in the only town in Barovia of civilization? The only inn with ale and drink? No, I am not going to steal your book, my friend. My curiosity is just piqued by a book that is so rare.
Sure thing. And so I will bring up the book. I will gesture to Prince, sit right next to me, and come sit, read.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, my mistake. My mistake indeed. I thought you had the second volume. This is volume 1. This one is very common. But a
Sorry
lot
to
of good
disappoint.
information in this one. I have read this one. Very good.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint, but
Yes.
maybe I'll find the second volume in my travels here. Hopefully. Sounds like
You know where to sell it if you do. But
no.
in Barovia, not likely.
Why
But-
are you so interested in this book and monsters and all that stuff?
As I've said, I'm a
Oddities?
carnival extraordinaire. I like to look for specific monsters that won't immediately rip off my head when I find them. A lot of good information in these books are how to overcome them, and most of the time even sedate them for capture.
How many monsters do you have?
With me, none. In my carnival, 27.
Oh, it's quite a bit. And you're not afraid for your life, or?
Well, not currently. I'm not the one watching them. My carnival is out of Neverwinter.
Oh, that's good to know. Neverwinter. You know, there was a man named Dothan in Neverwinter. Who no?
Oh, God.
Well, I make a substantial amount of money ever since the zoo was destroyed.
I was
I
waiting for
knew
the
that was
reference.
coming.
Unfortunate. This is good to know.
People like to look at their wild beasts of the world, monstrosities, aberrations.
Not me.
Well, to each their own.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Anything of interest about you, or are you as dull as these townsfolk here?
I wouldn't
Well-
say we're exactly dull. We're just a very different group of many different backgrounds.
I hear a sense
Some-
of nobility. Very interesting.
Oh, you could hear the way he talks down to you? Yeah, he does that to me too.
What is that accent, sir?
It's
Where'd you go? Your camera it moved.
Oh,
I can't
fuck.
see you any longer. Oh,
Sorry.
you must be a
Dwarf.
magician of some sort. An illusion. Very interesting.
Well, hold on now.
He's,
jeez.
he's grabbing Rectavio's face. He's like, here, buddy.
There we go. Man, that's still not great.
Cool.
Yeah, I come from a small town village just south of Baldur's Gate, and I as I'm taking a drink of my ale and I start coughing. Oh, quite sorry about that. Sorry. Have I been sounding a little bit weird every once in a while?
God.
Just I've had a little bit in my throat, but no, I've come here to do a little bit of exploring. Just
Very good.
Yeah,
see
Dwarf.
what's around. A little birdie
He's
told
been
me that
faking his accent.
I
now he's faking
might be able to
another one.
find an interesting place that might help me in my own personal growth.
Well, you found it. All the Barovia.
Yeah, a bit more Aussie.
Well, friends, is there anything you wanted to ask of me?
I have a question of you, Rectavio.
Sure.
You come from
But
Neverwinter?
first-
Hmm?
Little man needs to buy me another drink, yes? Somebody said he'd be buying me drinks, and my drink is empty.
Yes, Mr. Baldur's Gate will buy you a drink.
Baldur's Gate. Weird accent, man, yes. 1 silver piece to fill my cup, please.
I don't quite know what you're talking about here. It's I've been sounding like this the entire time.
Are you filling
So-
up his cup? Because he's sitting there just like...
If he isn't, I will.
I will go ahead and I'm gonna do a little bit of something.
Oh boy.
So I'll say, oh, of course, drinks on the house, and I'm gonna pull out a single copper in my hand, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cast prestidigitation, and then it just turns into a gold piece.
Yeah, well, okay, hold on now.
Careful. Oh boy. He's gonna get another word in the face.
Stop resisting!
That's vocal and somatic.
Yeah, but I'm not casting it on him. And
So
then
what part of this spell are you trying to use?
specifically, color, small mark, or a symbol appear on an object. So I'm changing a copper piece to a gold piece, making it look gold.
For 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah, for 1 hour.
So you sit there and you verbally say out the spell and you make the sign quickly. Are you trying to do this quietly?
I choose the words, right?
It's
I'm
well, I
not.
mean, sure, but it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's a specific spell that has a specific like
It's vocal.
vocal
Oh.
saying to make it work. You don't just go flame on and it
That's how
it
all
works.
the other command words work.
You're
Okay.
saying arcane words and making arcane somatic symbols.
Like Harry Potter, you gotta say a specific set of words to cast a spell.
Contrario. I don't know,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Then absolutely never, because I was hoping to be this a little bit more of a.
It's
Or you know what?
definitely
You know what?
noticeable unless you want to try to do subtle spell, which will be make it not, or you could try to make a sleight of hand and maybe somebody doesn't perceive it,
Yeah,
the
actually, I'm
vocal
gonna
part
do.
or the
I'm
hand
gonna
sight.
do. I'll do subtle spell for 1 sorcery point,
Okay, you make
and
a very small somatic gesture and you're able to kind of turn it to gold.
yeah, and then just call up to the barkeep and be like, "Oi, I'll drinks on the house," and then throw the gold piece out there.
This will
Do
buy
I
you a pitcher of Dragon Crush.
do I see that he's turned the copper into a gold?
You do not.
But didn't he say he
Specifically,
held
I'm
it up
doing
as a
this
copper, then he turned it into a gold?
as in like as I'm holding it up, it turns into a
So
gold
the way
piece.
I'm picturing it is like maybe you flipped it around a finger and it was
And
copper and then it was gold.
yeah,
So like
kind of
all
like
you
pull it out.
saw was now he's holding a gold coin. You don't know he did any magic.
Yeah, but I'm using a copper.
You might have your suspicions, but you don't know that for sure because he did it very, very subtly. You didn't see any sort of vocal, any sort of signing. You've seen people do magic before, so
We don't like your face. It's gonna get burned off by Strahd over there once he finds out you're doing magic. He just got on
So,
to today about
he
that.
He's
brings
literally
over
committing magic against and assaulting somebody.
he's bringing over a pitcher of the Dragon Crush and one gold piece for the pitcher.
And I'll drop it onto into his hand and be like, "Of course, here you go, sir."
Rictavio immediately, as like it falls into his hand, grabs Erwin's wrist while still looking at you, and from his hand he produces a gold coin and puts it in there. A tip for you, Erwin. Erwin nods. Well, Rictavio is very generous of you. You've been kind to me, friend, for many weeks now. Just want to let you know I appreciate you. Rictavio, thank you. Rictavio, everybody, he's a great man, great man. It goes back to the brushing of the crowd. Well, your character isn't hard to misplace, is it?
Who do you say that to?
To you.
My character isn't hard to what?
Your character isn't hard to misplace, is it? Meaning you have bad character. Like, if you had good character, you lost it very easily.
I don't know what you mean by good character. Like good morals?
Yes.
Oh, so he
I
did.
don't know. Does that make
notice.
sense to anybody else? I thought it was pretty on the nose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he noticed it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh. I
100%.
mean, what they don't know won't hurt them. We've been spending plenty of money all night.
What do you mean? What they don't know won't hurt them? What'd you do? What'd you do now, Judas?
I didn't do anything. I simply gave the man
It
what he
matters
asked.
not, friends. I took care of it. Everything is fine. Just beware of the present company that you keep. Was there anything else that you wish to discuss with me? May have a pitcher. I'll be here all night.
I believe Dallin, my brother, had
Did have a question for you. You say you're from Neverwinter. Do you travel freely from this land and back to Faerun, to the Sword Coast?
From what they've told me is that you can't leave Barovia. I haven't quite tried yet. Perhaps when they run out of wine, I'll try, but until then, I'm quite happy where I'm at.
What do you think that is? Why can't people leave? You've been here a long time now, so what have you heard?
I imagine it's the will of the dread overlord man himself. I'm not really sure, nor do I care. I always figure something out.
Well, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but seems there might be a little bit of a wine shortage happening in the town.
So I've heard. And from what I've also heard is maybe you might be capable of alleviating the shortage.
That is the
Word.
goal.
Very well. Then I might be here longer, maybe another month.
Didn't realize word traveled that fast for you to hear that.
Everyone mentioned that he talked to somebody yesterday morning about getting the wine solved. Mentioned 5 stunningly handsome adventurers coming in.
I mean,
Stop, you dog.
not 5, only 4, but
Well, he actually
I'm-
didn't
I'm-
say that at all. I just wanted to see if there's any inflated egos at the table.
Too
I'm
many.
Your
gonna-
cards are backwards, Ketham. They're backwards.
I'm gonna check a insight on him. See if he's lying to me.
Lying to you about what?
Being handsome.
Fuck's sake. Okay, we're not. Anyways,
Octavio, did you come from the west or the east? How did you get to Vallaki?
I came way by a very friendly town of Kresik. You should go there. It's great. They totally let everybody in.
Could you tell us anything about the area west of Vallaki? We haven't traveled that way, but we will be tomorrow morning.
Well, there's not a lot of friendly things on the road.
I'm used to that at this point, yes.
That's really about it, friends. I tried to go to Kresik. They told me to piss off and came here, and well, I got Erwin's company. His family's lovely. Yeah,
Are you staying here at the inn?
that's right.
And
Room upstairs.
why'd they turn you away from Kresik?
Oh, no one's told you of Kresik.
We know a few things here and there, not too much. We haven't been that way yet.
Well, you're not missing much. I'm just making sure he doesn't know any like
Yeah, no, you're good.
big details. Well, it's some ancient abbey. It's a fortified stone wall city at the top of this ridge, right? And at this top of this ridge, towards the bottom, there's like a cliffside. What do they call it? A mountain pass almost, where they have a walled gate. They're basically on like the one way in, one way out, kind of mountainous step.
Pass, yes.
Yeah, a pass of some sort. The abbey kind of is up the hill from the town. Very small town. I tried to approach, and they would not let me in. They said no outsiders, and was not going to argue with the heavily armored men among the stone walls, men and women. There's a few women guards there.
How did you survive the nights outside of the towns? Are you trained?
I did not need to worry about that. I made good time. I don't stay outside during the night. Anyways.
You're able to make it all the way from the western areas all the way to Vallaki in one day?
That's correct.
Alright, fair enough.
I have a good horse.
Good horse. Good.
Speaking of, I wouldn't recommend taking that travel with horses. A good horse, I lost it on the way here. I have since purchased another horse, but old Bill it's been turned into manure of sorts, I'm sure, by now. Poor fella.
Can you tell us anything about Vallaki? I mean, you've been here a long time now. I'm sure there's some
Well,
rumors.
be more
or
specific.
Um, well, one thing I'm curious about the Burgomaster.
Ah, yes. What a strange law of this place. Unhappiness outlawed. Can you believe that? How do you enforce such a thing? I want to stub my toe. Off with his head. That's crazy.
Burgomaster, the bailiff with that.
Yes. Well, everyone in town is terrified of the bailiff and of the baron, except for one family.
Wait, can I guess?
Ooh. By all means.
Vasily?
No. Well, yes, Vasily is on good terms with the Baron. He secures him, sells him many artifacts. The Baron is very interested in the strange findings of the world. But no, he has no reason to be afraid of the Baron. I more mean, anybody who's not on the Baron's good side is afraid of them, except for one family.
Who might
Who's
that
that?
be?
Have you heard of the Wachters?
Oh, those three boys that you were entertaining a couple nights ago.
Well, there was two, but yes,
two,
those are
yes.
the Wachter boys. They're okay. They're spoiled brats, but they mean well, and they have good coin, and they listen to my stories. But their mother, Fiona, is no one hates the burgomaster than that woman. Let me tell you. I've heard her say many a time, "I'd rather serve the devil than a madman."
Why such animosity between the two?
Well, I would imagine she's not too keen on all these festivals, would be my guess. The Baron seems rather disconnected with the issues at hand. He's throwing parades and things in the street while his people barely scrape by.
In
Could
this
be one
town.
reason. The other reason may be, well, who knows? Maybe ask Vale here of the intertwinings of nobles trying to all fuck each other all the time. Metaphorically.
It's terrible. I don't recommend it.
Since you
I've been
happen
a
to
part
be
of it.
a. You happen
I
to
knew
be
you weren't of noble. I knew it. I could tell. Not that it's a bad thing. It's very interesting. He straightens up his back a little bit. Good company. And good coin.
Octavio, since you might be a judge of character from your interaction with Vale, with Judas, is Fiona a decent person? Are the Wachters a decent family?
I could tell you that if I had ever met her. I've only really told stories to Nikolai and Carl. Those are her two
Carl.
boys.
And what about a Mr. Wachter? Is he around?
I know there is a Mr. Wachter, but no one's ever really seen him that I've heard of. I've never seen him personally. But she is married to, I don't even know his name. Come to think of it, yeah, I've never even met him.
Good to know. Someone else here who doesn't have the highest opinion of the Burgomaster. That's come in handy later on.
Yeah, I think the only reason that they don't end up with donkey heads on their heads is, well, they are a noble family.
What about the? We saw a lady crying in the church earlier today. Wilhelmina Rikolova. Something about her son spoke out against the burgomaster, and I'm not quite understanding.
Oh, yeah, the young
why.
lad that
Do you-
was. Yeah.
What did he exactly speak out about? If you know.
Well, during the festival, people were mounting heads on spikes and put outside and rah-rah, we're happy, down with Strahd, nonsense. The boy spoke out about real problems, lack of food, lack of jobs, poverty while we pretend to celebrate whatever it is he's trying to celebrate. Well, that did not go over well, and he was taken to the Burgomaster's mansion and hasn't been seen since. That was 3 or 4 days ago now.
Does that happen often?
No. For the fear of people losing their faces to fire.
You know, I saw something very interesting today. Someone, Blinsky, interesting fellow.
Yes. The toy
Monkey.
maker.
Yeah, with a monkey. Can you believe that, a monkey in these lands?
It's very strange.
What can you tell us about Blinsky?
He makes toys and has a monkey.
Very insightful.
He doesn't do much else that I know of. He's always ranting and raving about clockwork busyness. I don't quite understand it. I've seen clockwork in action in museums and things found from dwarven relics, but I could not help him in his pursuit of such things.
Have you ever heard of any dwarven towns or mines or anything in this area, or any sort of incursion of those folk?
No. You'll find some elves that I've seen, and humans. I haven't seen any except for the maybe some travelers when I came here or first here. There was a dwarf amongst them, but I haven't seen them since. At this point, he's drank about half the pitcher and does not seem to show any sign of drunkenness.
What can you tell us about rumors you've heard? Anything?
Of what? Rumors?
Rumors, anything noteworthy that fellow travelers might need to know, or things that might help us in our adventures?
Well, can't really say. I've mostly been communicating with townfolk in Vallaki. Any information I've heard has been from them and local surroundings. Rumors? Hey, it's dangerous to fish at the lake. I think Bluto's complained about that more times than I care to hear. Something about a mad mage. The mountains? Don't concern myself with such things. I more listen out for the creatures of the world, or maybe, a lady with a beard, or someone who's very small, who's not supposed to be. Put them on a ball or something.
So we happened to see a very interesting sight whenever we were in the village of Barovia. It was an old woman. She was pushing a cart and collecting moving packages, and we happened to see. We couldn't shake the feeling that maybe she was stealing children. Do they do that in this town?
I haven't seen it. No, first I'm hearing of it.
Have you heard anything weird about the old Durst mill as well?
Never even heard of the Durst mill.
I guess you
Someplace-
don't really get out, do you?
No, as I've said, mostly I only know anything about Vallaki. You're asking about stuff that's miles and miles away.
The Durst mill's really not that far, but alright.
I'll take your word for it. I've never gone that far. As I said, I came in from the west and stopped in Vallaki.
Well, I'm all out of questions. I got nothing else to ask about.
I asked him about every rumor that we've heard through this entire campaign.
You guys seem to find every one person that gives you one detail, and you're like, let's ask them everything.
Have you heard about Mad Mary?
Oh, the missing daughter. No, I've not. Due diligence. Kill it with due
Try.
diligence.
He seemed pretty knowledgeable.
He did.
I have good information for Vallaki, as long as you buy my drinks. In which case, I had to pay for it myself here because, as he stands up, your friend tried to pretend a copper was a gold and cheat Orwin out of some money. So I went ahead and bought my own drinks. And he walks away.
Oh, I was gonna hand him a gold, but alright.
I have absolutely no idea. But let this be a lesson to all of you. Do not volunteer anyone else's gold.
Lesson to us, right? Casting spells in town, yes. I'm sure it'll be a lesson to us when you're doing that.
Again,
Spells when he finds out.
I didn't assault someone with my mind. Look directly at Kalane while saying it.
What are you talking about? I didn't do that. That was that guy. Put the veil.
Or wait, who? Oh, it was Vale. It was Vale.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
And it wasn't, and it wasn't assaulting.
And-
We befriended him. We were best friends for like 30 seconds.
What
Yes,
now?
I believe we left him some gold and
Yeah.
It's just the
parted ways.
peasantry.
In fact, it's probably the opposite of
I got
assaulted.
money. Exactly what
And
I was going for.
And right there, that's
So
exactly
good.
what I'm talking about.
That's
All
so
the
good.
nobles just they just think they can just do that to peasants.
Oh.
That's for peasants to do to other peasants.
Moving on from this conversation that could go on forever. Anything else you guys are doing?
No, please, God.
Against
As we
each
stand
other.
up, I'm gonna look to the two hunters and say, "See you tomorrow at 5:45 a.m."
Gives you a nod.
And can I see if they're lying or not?
Yeah, go
From
get
a
your lie
nod.
detector real quick.
Oh man,
Go get your lie detector, hook it
I
up
meant
to
to do
his
it earlier,
fingers.
but I didn't, so I thought I'd.
What, that they're trying to
Do a Hail
scam me out of
Mary
10
at the
gold?
end.
Or 5 gold?
Not gold. That's funny.
Or I guess it was 10.
I think that's it. At some point, as we're, I guess, leaving, I'll try to repay Octavio. What name?
He refuses your gold. That the putting somebody on point and maybe teaching them a lesson is worth the 1 gold to him, and he laughs about it.
All right, then. Until next time.
Until next time.
I need to go use the bathroom real quick. Can we take a 30-second or something?
All right, 1,
Okay.
2.
Alright.
3.
Okay. I'm also going to get cookies, so it's going to be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I just want my water too.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll get some water as well.
All right.
Yeah, I totally missed the vocal part of that as what that meant.
Yeah, that's Think of it. They're right. Think of it as like Hogwarts or what's it
Yeah.
called? Harry Potter.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of it like, oh, the rope of climbing was like, oh, it has a command word. It's like, oh yeah, you could just throw a word out there. But you
No,
have
it's
to
my
say like,
understanding that it's like magical words of ancient, creation of the weave.
gotcha.
I guess the weave is like the element of magic in the world. They call it the weave.
Gotcha.
I don't know that much about it.
I make up my own spells. But yeah, specifically for like that use, that is why I wanted that cantrip.
To change the color of things.
Change the color of things to have another way of like changing dice. Or,
Yeah.
any sort of game of chance sort of thing.
Makes sense.
Either that or I was about to because we already done eating, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna potentially cast it again and cast it on well, wait a second, who volunteered my money?
Your best buddy that's sitting right here.
Yeah. And you got the steak, right?
I did get the steak, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, since we're already finished eating, I won't use it. But yeah.
Are you gonna blow his steak up?
No, I can flavor it for up to 1 hour. So I was just gonna make it ultra salty.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Ultra salty. It'd be really funny if you made it just a tad bit too salty.
Yeah.
It's just like it's almost
Like for-
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Still edible, but almost enjoyable, but not.
It tastes just mildly spicy, just enough to let your lips burn.
That
Give him
was
a couple
pretty
trips
funny,
to the
actually.
outhouse.
Exactly. But yeah. I didn't realize that's actually like kind of how that can work, is like just a fun sort of thing to work with it. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to do that.
And normally people like, and not to, I don't want to sell you short, like subtle spell and stuff for him to notice that is kind of significant that he noticed.
Mhm.
You would be kind of surprised that he even noticed it.
Gotcha.
Without, you as a player might notice that he didn't even make a perception check to notice it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely concerning, I would think. Just kind of letting you know that I didn't just like
I did.
skip any details of that.
I didn't know if you were just dicking with Steven by not making him make one, or I was like, is this passive that
Nope.
high? Or whatever it may be.
He
Yeah, I thought
noticed
you
it
were
was
just
kind of
fucking with me,
impressive.
so-
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm used to that, so it's like I just don't know.
I figured you wouldn't. That's why I brought it up, so that you would know that your character would be kind of like, how did he know? All right, so you guys are turning in for the night, or is there anything else you're doing before long rest and dice roll?
Sleep.
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 They-
Yeah.
I thought you
Is
said
there-
sheep for a second. I was like, fuck, are you gonna go look for sheep now? Like, what do you mean?
Gotta go count them.
Sleep.
All right, let's start from the top of my list here. Dallin, give us a D10. Oh, wait, we gotta have different music.
Doing it again.
D10. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
better.
there you go. You sure?
That's
All right.
Plus 2, so 11 additional.
There you go.
I don't remember what I did with my Remember the Twin Head soundtrack. I lost it. Bummer. Oh wait, no, here it is. I think. Yeah. Here. All right. So yeah. So go ahead and update your health. You can take that temporary health off.
I was
you,
gonna ask. Okay, cool.
You feel it kind of go away as
Hell
you
yeah.
rest. Judas.
Can
I
get a
already
long
put
rest?
the 2 in there.
Alright,
And
one
it's,
sec. I want to get to like actions and stuff that you guys are doing at night, or if there's
Oh,
any,
gotcha.
or who's
Yeah,
watching.
Gotcha.
But I just kind of want to get the health out of the way. Judas, go ahead and roll a D6.
Six. And then
Yeah,
plus
sorcerer.
2, I already have it in. That's not bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, not bad. All right, cool. Kalane, see if you keep up the history of high rolling. Oh,
We do another one.
good night.
How do I-
Nice.
We take a
There you go. All right, Ketham. Big whopping D10 for you. 7 plus your con.
That's
Don't forget
dope.
to add your con to that.
Pretty
It's
good.
a good roll. You want to roll again? Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, Vale. Everyone's having good rolls, man. Keep it going.
I believe.
Not the best, not the worst.
All right.
I'll roll again.
Oh!
Somebody had to break the streak.
I think that's the minimum you get to is a 2. 2 plus
Right.
your con though. Don't forget that.
Are you changing them or are we doing that?
You guys are changing them. Change them on your sheets, and then definitely don't forget to update your D&D Beyond just in case something happens to your sheet in Foundry and we have to reference something.
I'm going to do that
So-
right now.
I'll do it after because it's gonna mess up the stream if I open another tab.
Yeah. All right. Back
How do
to
we change it?
The
I
gear.
click on the.
The gear. I didn't realize the gear could do it.
Is my hit point maximum restored?
Yeah, go ahead and restore that. Typically, it's after the long rest, but you guys are in town. Is there anything you guys are doing whilst in town? That's, I mean, doing camp action like long sleep is more or less a benefit in face of a consequence, so I don't think that's going to be a benefit in town. So is anybody keeping watch at night, or are you guys all just kind of turning in for the first time in... No, you stayed at Barovia, or Village.
Sorry, did you say that staying full sleep in town isn't really giving you a benefit?
No.
Okay.
Because then everybody would... There's no consequence to it,
Yeah.
really.
Sure.
So, can we just not do any camp actions? Is it just watch or sleep, pretty much?
I mean, what would you like to try to do?
No, I'm just asking. I'm probably just gonna sleep. I don't think I have anything.
I'd say
to
the
do.
long sleep is a little too easy to get an inspiration. So that'd be like pretty much the only one that's not really that much benefit. But you do regain any stress, which is, what is it, 20 in town? I can't remember.
I think it was.
Just read it too.
I got it pulled up.
20 in town.
I'm just sleeping. I'm not gonna watch.
Same.
I'm gonna do my crafting and then go to bed.
Okay, go ahead and do
another
that.
time.
And I'll sleep the first 6 and then wake up the last 2 and to make sure that we're up by 5:45.
You're just meditating.
It's fucking
you only-
bad getting us to the airport over here.
You only need the rest for 4, so you can do, yeah. Just to
Okay, I
let you
just
know.
want to make sure tool proficiency.
I thought with the big rest I'd do 6.
As an elf?
You only have to meditate for 4 hours. You have to like
But
relax
what
for
about
8
the-
hours technically. But watching it and doing shit doesn't count, I don't think.
Finally,
Oh, but I see
There
what
you
you're
go.
talking about, the big rest, but it's not gonna... It's your inspiration in town.
Nice dude.
So what'd you make?
I made. Oh shit! I will post
Weird
it
spell.
in the. It is a weird spell.
Fireball?
No, it is a second level, not a third. It is this one, which is Tasha's Mind Whip in my head.
Okay,
What's
and
your-
that costs...
It's two. It's two
one
magical
common
ink.
essence. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
2 common ink, 1 common parchment, 1 common essence. So, and I have all those
Right.
components.
Okay.
I do,
You're
but
making
I have to
another one?
make it off of. I have to make only what I know, right?
Oh,
It's useful because then he doesn't use a spell slot to cast a spell.
Yeah.
It's like
so
a free spell slot.
Yeah.
If you're thinking that it wasn't useful, it's
no, I'm not
that's-
saying it's not useful. I thought he could make anything, and I was like, you already have that one, man.
Every
Real
spell?
estate.
No. Only what he knows.
It's free real estate.
Give me 1 second.
I said 2 ink, right?
Yeah, 2.
Am I
And
good
then
to
1
click
parchment.
long rest, by the way?
Yeah, unless somebody else had something else going on, then sure.
I don't think so.
And then money. I can't. How do I actually make like or import images for things and change the?
I have
want
to do
like,
it.
You have to. Okay. Well, take that image then.
I already gave it to you. Tasha's Mind Whips and consumables.
There it is. Awesome.
And any images I'll do after the main. I'm not going to stop the session to do that. If nothing else, we're going to go ahead and hit long rest, regain your health. Make sure you set your max health, and the most of the night goes unhindered. You guys retire to your bungalow, your own private little estate there. Maybe checking up on your horses, which they all seem to be doing fine. Eating kind of weird looking grain, but they seem to like it. Kind of noticing that the grain seems to be, maybe the herbalist would know over here, Mr. Kalane. It's a low sunlight variant of some sort of oat. Doesn't need much sunlight to survive. You've seen that a lot with a lot of the crops and breads and things that they've been eating in this country or this realm. Rest of the night goes unimpeded. What's up?
Nothing. I was gonna say something stupid, but I won't.
Well, you're talking, so no.
Ooh, forgot him.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna be like, Alan, see that oat, that grain they're eating over there. That's a low sunlight grain.
Oh,
The more you know.
I don't-
Table
Why'd you tell me
knowledge. Moving on.
I'm gonna tell the other three.
Yeah, take your time. Let's make a thing of it.
Yeah, we haven't spent all night at the inn or anything.
The entire night passes. Ketham, you've done your rest and have been up for several hours, kind of just maybe tending to your arrows, your bow, and just kind of counting until the sun comes up, whatever Ketham does in the middle of the night by himself. Maybe he stared at Vale the whole night, creepily, just for the fun of it, trying to freak him out. And you start to see a little bit of light start to creep into coming from the east over the mountains.
We gotta go.
I'm gonna gently awake Dallin. Hey, it's time to wake up. I'm gonna go to Vale. Hey, it is time to wake up. I'm gonna go to Clay and I'm gonna push him, say, get up. And I'm gonna go to Judas and push him and say, get up.
We see who his favorites are.
I finally get to wake those assholes up. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those are the two guys that woke me up in the middle of the night.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just get up, you fools.
Did you see something scary or something?
Yes,
Normally,
the first light. We need to be at the
it is
shit,
terrifying.
Actually, they didn't they didn't tell us where to meet.
Well, we said we were going west, so Sunset Gate.
Yes, the Sunset Gate. I definitely knew the name of that.
Also, really quick here, for reducing stress, do I get an extra 10 in reduction because I did a task camp action? Oh, and playing an instrument or meditating.
You did a craft.
I did a craft. Okay, I just wanted to see what you meant by task. So, okay.
No.
Cool. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, you guys all awake. Don your equipment, and you make your way down, coming out of the building that you're staying in, and the two hunters are already there on the road with their bows strung on their backs, arrows, and packs. Guess you didn't sleep in after all.
Didn't have a chance to. This fucker was annoying, waking us up. I'm going to with the Ketham.
Under normal circumstances, I'm actually the one that wakes up him, because you see he's a tall guy.
These are a lot of details we don't care about. We should move.
Exactly. These two fools. We'll follow your lead.
Are we taking our mounts?
Shh.
No.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do what you like. We're going on foot.
We'll
Rictavio
follow
said
your
he-
lead.
Rictavio said he lost his horse down this way, so not the best thing to take our mounts.
Horses are loud and they smell.
Lead on.
I sniff these guys.
That's
Do
a
they smell?
ominous thing to say.
Yeah. Bartholomew does not smell like that, right?
Hmm.
Are we moving or what?
Yes, we are going.
Yeah,
We're not,
you lead.
we're not going to RP for 30 minutes with these guys. We're going.
All right, so it's early morning, and you guys begin your journey. You walk to the Sunset Gate. A couple guards there, having been up all night, but they're probably night shift often. They seem awake and alert. As you kind of come walking out, they recognize the two hunters, and they kind of call out their names, like this. Like they do this all the time. Immediately, they open the gate, no questions, and the two hunters lead you down the road. Is there a pace you're trying to set? Because they will kind of try to keep up with you with whatever you're doing. Normal, fast, marching order. You can do probably going through the woods, hard terrain sometimes. The road's pretty smooth. You could probably do like 3 or 4 people abreast if you wanted. But if there's anything specific you guys wanted to do, let me know.
I was going to ask him about how far could you make it in half a day here? Could you make it all the way to the Raven River, or is that too far for half a day? I know we know the miles, but I'm just like trying to feel out how far they're going to go with us.
At a safe pace, keeping an eye out. We could get you maybe halfway to the Raven River.
I think that's probably fine. What do y'all think?
That's our recommendation.
I mean,
You know the land,
we paid them to guide us, so we'll follow your recommendation then.
Okay. You guys make your way down the road, leaving the gates. Kind of like I described before, this is situated in a valley. The tree line's kind of receded. You see stumps and things from them, being cut down for lumber and likes. There's quite a bit of stumps. A lot of trails kind of coming in and out of the wood line from people working the forest near the edge. Making your way down the road for about a mile, not very far. You could kind of see this bridge from this side of the gate, or this side of town, with a little bit of a stream not far away. The road kind of comes to... One second.
Also, what's our rough marching order? Is Dallin at all near the hunters?
Does it matter if I'm near them?
Hmm?
Why does it matter if I'm near them?
Maybe you have something to say, Hunter.
What?
No.
I mean, I was actually going to ask him about the Gakkus stuff, but...
Oh, okay.
As you guys journey, you make your way across this wooden bridge, across this river, and this is the Lunar River. It goes all the way down to some town, city ruin of old. We don't go that way.
Any particular reason why?
Ruins of Butteries, if I remember correctly.
And too far south, you start running into these animated scarecrow creatures.
Oh, we fought those.
I think we took care of a few of those on our way in.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yes.
Not really.
I actually got stressed, so they were terrifying to tell.
Crossing over this bridge, you guys make your way just about another mile, about 2 miles at this point, at a pretty decent pace. They're stopping every once in a while and listening. And as a wind shifts, they stop, and you kind of see them kind of smelling and listening even more, and kind of looking. Anytime there's a bird or a raven that kind of takes off, they immediately stop and watch, and it's a slow process. But this road then comes to an X intersection, which branches northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointed in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby. Kind of picking that sign up and looking at it, on the snapped off arms reading west is Krezik and Solinka Pass. Lake Baratok to the northwest. Vallaki and Ravenloft pointed east, and south is Bariz, and Bariz seems to have been kind of crossed out. The old Svalich Road, which runs northeast to the southwest between Vallaki and Krezik, is generally fairly level that you can see from where you're at. About a quarter mile along the northeast branch, an arching stone bridge. Oh yeah, that's the bridge you already crossed. Sorry. Keep going down the main road. We don't travel these paths.
Do you happen to know what happened to Bariz? Why is it scratched off and in a ruin?
Centuries old. No idea. Making your way through the woods, or actually, at this location, I have to do this.
What are you gonna do that? Hmm?
What you got there?
What you got there, buddy?
There's a treasure
Stop
chest in the
wasting-
middle of the road.
Money, stop wasting those good rolls, dude. Leave this for us.
No, he can waste good rolls.
I mean, you think it's a good, you
Bars.
think it's a waste? It might not be a waste.
That's true. That's fair. Higher could be good for us in this case. That's a
true,
good
yeah.
point. Or could be really bad.
Give me a second. As you guys are making your way into the wood, the two hunters kind of stop. And one of them says, "It's too quiet. Something's not right. We're going back."
Just like that, just because it gets a little quiet.
When things get quiet in Barovia, you learn to go back. And I suggest you do the same.
Do the sign of the cross really quick. I'm not. I'm not. But
You can. You totally can.
You got it for 8 hours, man. You should probably just do it.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
All three of you.
We've got this, Power
So
Rangers.
they churn and they begin to
yeah,
run.
actually,
just start
fine.
walking
I'm
back.
gonna do it.
I look at Ketham. Hey, your best friends are leaving. It's not even half a day yet. Paid a 5 gold for half a day.
That's better than paying 20 gold, and I won't even go there. So what shall we do? Follow them or press forward?
You know, sometimes it's actually good to give to needy people and not, you know, greedy people.
Fucking arrow. Call me fucking needy.
Any idea what this could be? It's just too quiet and y'all are gone already.
That's right. No idea. But it ain't something's up. We're gone. You can have your
Wait.
gold back. And they throw the 5 gold on the road.
I
This
get
is
on
far
all
as we
fours
go.
and frantically pick it up.
And they start to walk away back to Vallaki.
We're like 2 miles out. Are we at the intersection, or we're a bit past it, a mile past or so?
Actually, they do a pro rate. They give you 2 gold back.
I don't get on
before-
all fours, then I just bend over and pick it up.
Before they leave, wait.
Mm.
Take us a bit further. We can take care of whatever comes at us. I know we might not look it, especially a couple of us, but
Make a
no
persuasion check.
combat. Big money, baby. Ooh, little money.
Very middle of the road money.
They kind of look at each other. Seem like a little struggle to leave now. 100 gold pieces will go. Like someone just kicked Ketham in the nuts.
I'm sorry, friends. I don't think we have that kind of money, that kind of type of gold to spend. So
Oh, then we don't have that kind of time.
Before you
figure it
go,
out.
any tips for the road along the way here?
Yeah, we just told you. Turn around,
All right.
and they leave.
Talon's done with them. I'm not afraid of no noise. That could come back to bite me. I don't know. We'll see.
So they begin to leave. They give you 3 of the 5 gold back. Offering to continue on with you for 100 gold, very steep, which you decline. They say, "Wish you best of luck. We're going back."
Didn't probably should have talked to you guys about that first, if you guys wanted to spend 20 each or not. But I figured that was I figured that wasn't the case. Cool.
We can walk down a road.
So they kind of walk out of sight at this point around the closest bend. It is just you 5 now, to which this road is kind of tight. It is eerily quiet. I need a marching order. The widest that you can get through some of this parts is 2 by 2 by 2 by.
I'll go in the front.
I'll go in the front as well. I have decent survival, so
I'm gonna be next to Dallin.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll bring up the rear so that nothing jumps us in the back, but
So
does that
that's
work for you,
Dallin
Steve?
and Judas in the rear and Vale in the middle.
Mr.
Sure.
President, once again.
He can heal us. Keep him safe. Okay. Moving on. With that aforementioned warning, you're a little more on edge of what's around you. So, Ketham and Kalain, give me a perception check with advantage as you guys continue down this path.
with advantage.
There you go.
Yeah, with advantage, boys. Good rolls. Damn good rolls. Oh, that was a 9, not a 20. You knocked the other one into a 20 for me.
Wait, what is going on? Oh, that's your. I always mix up that. I'll roll before. That's your persuasion check from earlier. So 18 and 22.
Mhm.
Yeah, good, really good rolls.
I'm gonna kind of stop the group and just kind of go sniff the wind, kind of like what they were doing.
Well, from what you smell some rot up ahead,
Oh.
and you hear a bit of like a hyena sounding laughter coming from. It kind of echoes through the woods, just barely picking that up. As you guys kind of round the bend, you see several skeletons kind of crossing the road slowly, kind of like aimlessly walking across the road back and forth. You count maybe 4 skeletons, and up along the sides, there's cliffs up ahead that are kind of accessible only from the road up ahead, where the cliff kind of wraps around. It's inaccessible unless you go up through the area where the skeletons are at. You see a couple more kind of in between the trees, and down the road you see what looks to be very large, like wolf-looking creatures. You recognize these as gnolls.
At seeing the gnolls, can I use my book to weaknesses or just anything that you can give me?
It would be your daily use of it.
Understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking at gnolls, there's a pretty decent chapter on it, which most people would understand gnolls fairly well, but these ones look a little bit different. But fortunately, this guide that you have covers a variant, because it kind of calls out a detail about these ones that is very you can perceive it very easily from afar. These are in fact obviously undead given the crowd that they're around, but certain facial features about them, you know that they can sense blood very easily and will kind of gravitate towards whoever is wounded. These ones in particular, with their current makeup of rotted armor, you see they still carry some shields. Their AC is 15. And one special thing about them is that this particular undead gnoll does regenerate fairly well depending on how much damage it does.
Oh.
That's
Gotcha.
really good info.
Yeah.
I don't have a page for your book in here because there's so many monsters that you could use that on. I stopped guessing.
You're good.
There's so
enough.
many pages that you've skipped too.
And we see
So,
these guys down the road, you said?
you see 2 of them. So table knowledge. With the warning, you guys were not surprised because you had advantage, and you see an undetermined amount of skeletons, but you do see 2 of the gnolls on the road, kind
Gotcha.
of keeping watch.
Or out.
Upon seeing like a current threat, I'll probably cast Mage Armor.
Do we see like any wagons or like the wine caravan or whatever?
No.
I'm sure everyone at this point knows the info, so I'll look to the group to see what they want to do. Do you guys want to try out new level 5 abilities and with these guys?
I'm feeling stronger. Sorry, I might have missed it. How far out are they?
A safe distance away. I mean, you can get up decently close to them, but anywhere within their perceptive range of generally 120 feet is going to require a stealth check.
And you said it's kind of like a choke point, right? Or like a bottleneck up ahead?
Yeah, do you mind
Yeah.
re-describing?
Can
You said
I-
the road goes up on the cliff or something?
So no, it's going through think of like a chasm. Like there's two
Pass.
hills that kind of come up, and they're real rocky and impassable on the side that you're coming through. But you can kind of see like earthly, like natural ways to walk up into them on the sides. So it's like a perfect choke point to ambush players for the fun of it.
Can I tell if there's a possible surprise attack, ambush, and/or trap?
With your perception check, you see what you see is what you get. I mean, they're probably planning an ambush, but they did not see you coming before you saw them. So
Are they up top or on the road?
Ambushes, good ambush.
both.
They're both up top.
You see, well, the gnolls are on the road. There's a lot of skeletons up on the cliffs and on the road.
Okay. Just trying to picture it in my head right now.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Is there any way that we could get any path that we can see to go up to the cliffside? I feel like we've done this
From
in
the
other
road,
campaigns.
no, but you'd have to spend a lot of time searching the woods to see if you can go around, if that's something you would like to do.
I don't think I have enough time. It's like what, midday? 12 o'clock.
Traveling, yeah, no, it's still pretty early morning. I
Okay.
think like 8 a.m. I hate saying 8 a.m. in D&D, but it's the best idea I can give you.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's mid-morning, early morning.
It's early birds.
I'm playing rude.
Early bird
Yeah.
song.
Are you guys itching for a fight?
I'm down to get in there.
I kind of am too. Feeling a little frisky.
I mean, we can't go around them easily, so.
If we do, would
Easily,
we
these
like
woods
to
are too dangerous.
possibly change our order a little bit before we?
You know, we do have the sort of the elements of surprise here, so we can get to a certain distance.
Some
Fire
of us
off
may
the
be
road.
able to. Some of us clank around quite a bit.
Yes, that's true. Not you.
Vale, you mentioned going around. Are you okay with us taking this fight?
No, I didn't. That's not what I said.
Oh,
I said
we could go
it
around.
doesn't seem very easy to go around.
Oh, I thought you said it does seem easy to go around. Okay, gotcha.
As far as marching order, I think we're fine as is. Of course, we have to protect Vale.
I might get up front a bit. I'd rather be up in the front of the fight.
I might go to the back.
Swap with Kevin. Do we want to sneak anyone up or just charge straight in headlong?
Just
Headlong.
draw out what you guys are doing over on the right in the marching order box, so I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm swapping with
gotcha.
Kevin. I'm up there.
I think that's the only
Uh,
change.
as you're going up front, I'll go up to Dallin and just kind of like tug on your cape a little bit. I don't know why I'm shorter than everybody else, but everyone just
It's become canon.
Sir.
You're like 5 foot nothing all of a sudden.
I am a short king here. Also, it doesn't help the fact that all of you fuckers are taller than me. So
That's where it comes
Yeah.
from.
Are you gonna ask him for uppies?
no.
Everybody here's 6 foot and for Steven.
Dallin, I was I like the fact that you've given me lots of help and pointers every once in a while. Just with doodles and drawings and things like that. I made something for you.
Alright.
It may help you out every once in a while. Yeah,
Okay.
and I will. Oh man, I can't. Oh wait, here it is. And I will slip him.
Can I do that?
Roofie.
I don't think I can.
Yeah,
I don't think I can
gonna-
use that.
Mickey. Yes, you can.
Use
Anybody
what?
can use it, right?
I think I have to know the spell to use
It
it.
has to be in his class's
Yeah, Yeah,
spell
is
school.
it really?
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Well, then
use it.
what's the?
I think
That's so
Kalane can
dumb.
use it, and I think Vale, you have access to Tasha's Mind Whip.
Yeah, I can't.
I'd have to
Yeah.
check.
Sorry.
Man, I was thinking
I would-
because you are a half caster that you would be able to
Oh,
use
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's you have to be able to know the spell to be able to use
That's
the
a-
spell
yeah.
scroll.
I try to give it to you, and it just keeps on saying card declined. Card
I
declined.
keep trying to grab it, and it's bouncing out of my hand. I'm sorry, but I don't understand this.
Neither do I.
Yeah, we should probably get
It seems to be
Katham,
around
you,
high,
you see one of the gnolls kind of perk up its ears in your direction a little bit, like.
I think it's noticed us. Maybe we should go while we have the jump on them.
Let's do it.
He hasn't quite noticed you, but you started to see a little bit of suspicion. How are you guys approaching this?
You said 120 feet is like where they notice.
If you try to go past 120 feet, you need a stealth check.
Gotcha. Okay. I think the only way to do is just through going in.
We could at least try stealth. If we
can
fail
try
it, we
stealth.
fail it. But if I'm 120 feet back, it's going to be like 2 turns for me to
Yeah.
3 turns.
To give you
for me
guys
to
an
catch up,
idea of
so-
this, you can try to stealth in and cause a surprise round where you all like take turns attacking them with something, or Dallin can run and then dash to get in there, or however you want to do it. But you're gonna have to stealth check to do so to beat their perception. That's how that
squad
works.
stealth check.
So I could stay out.
Individual. Like you have to tell me what your plan is. You're going in, and then as you're doing so, a stealth check. So you can fail, and they can notice you.
So I could stay out and say, as they're doing a surprise, I can sprint in and catch up. If right,
You would miss the surprise round. You would
Yeah,
go
yeah,
when
yeah.
all the other gnolls and stuff.
but
So you would
could
spend a
could
whole
be
turn.
there? Could I be there
You'd-
though when?
You'd be
surprise ends?
120 feet out.
Okay, yeah, that's
at the end of
that's
the
gonna be like
surprise.
3 turns for me to catch up. So
we need you to.
yeah, no, I can't do that. I'll be
Stealth
out of it.
check.
I'll be out of it for like 3 turns.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
take your
let's do
armor off. Do a stealth check. You'll be fine.
That's my everything.
I guess you're a paladin. Welcome to the fucking show.
No, I know. I'm just telling them I can't do that. I'm not telling you.
I know, man. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I say we just try the stealth. I know we're not going to probably make it, but we can at least try it.
Never know.
I do not know Tasha's Mind Whip, and I cannot cast it.
Okay.
Cannot.
I'll take it, man.
All right. So if everyone is trying to move in
Okay.
Do
stealthily,
yourself.
I am missing a spell. I don't know why. I just checked my D&D Beyond, and it's there.
what spell are you missing?
I'm supposed to know 6 at this point.
I don't know. You have to tell me what spell you're missing.
In a momento.
I can look as well. Help you out.
Not a huge deal. I don't think I'll use it for this engagement, so we can just keep going.
Well, it might be here. Is it the Hadar one?
Ooh.
Yep.
Is that the smoke one? Arms of Hadar? Yeah. Well, that's different.
Hunger.
Hunger. That's right.
Actually, hold on, Joel. How many spell slots do you have?
There you go.
You
You should
have
have it
like
there.
infinity,
Thanks,
don't
Beth.
you?
I have.
I definitely
He's a wizard.
have infinity.
Everybody has
I-
spell slots.
I know. I'm being hyperbolic on purpose.
Well,
It's-
is this
what-
crucial, or can we move on? What's the question?
He's trying to figure out what to do with the Tasha's Mind Whip scroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's getting
Go ahead
its
and do
coin
that.
or to use it for him.
Yeah.
You can take it.
It's a free spell slot for you, man.
Yeah. I might as well.
I
Just,
think a
yeah, give
wizard
it back.
probably has more than you.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my thought. It's just like, is it really useful on your end, or
There you
what?
go.
I don't know if you remember me telling you this, Steven, but you can pull from their spell book, his spell book specifically, and copy. Because he has an actual spell book with written shit.
Gotcha.
You can
Okay.
copy,
Stuff.
and the spell book that you guys found, you can also copy out of that. And also, in case you don't remember, Joel, you can pay money to learn spells out of that book. Just make sure. All right,
Yep.
moving on. So you guys are trying to sneak up. Go ahead and give me stealth checks.
If I fail and they pass, do they still get surprise at all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's more or less like they kind of notice you in that instant. They succeed, and then they can get in there.
There you go.
That's not bad for disadvantage, baby. It's not great, but it's not bad.
And in the process of taking the time, yeah, he doesn't see a goddamn thing. You guys get within 60 feet before they would really see you. I'm gonna take you guys into the. That's not actually 60 feet because I didn't make it that big. To be honest, I didn't think you guys were gonna see these fucking guys, but you found them.
Can we talk about what we're gonna do right quick?
You have a limited amount of time before they'll make another perception check. So try to keep it quick and brief. Where you're at is what you'll get. That's the right order you guys were in, right? I didn't adjust it. I forgot to. But
No,
I think it's
Kalane
I'm right
was
there.
front and I was back one, but it doesn't matter.
and then that like that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
I know
the
what I'm
trees are cutting off some of the people. For some of you, but there's like some up here and there's like one here. If you didn't see it, you can move around a little bit. Just don't move forward past that. You should be able to see them all there. I mean, you guys got a pretty high perception check, so you saw where most of them are. So that's why I'm letting you see it.
Oh, you're moving around to see stuff, my bad.
Yeah, because there's trees and shit and rocks in the way. But you can see where they all are at. All right, so yeah, you guys can have. I'll give you 3 minutes before another perception check comes, starting now.
Cool. I'm gonna do a firebolt.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot stuff.
I have a really cool level 3 that I want to open up with, but it's in a straight line.
I'm gonna stay close and ready in action. I don't want to charge in and leave you guys alone.
That's just initiative. Don't freak out.
Oh God, dear Lord!
You want us to go and roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. This will determine your surprise round.
Damn, where's the? Oh, it's over
My
here.
initiative is always so shit.
Dude, that was me in Crim's campaign.
Oh my god, yours
Jesus
was so
Christ.
bad in my campaign,
Oh,
man.
this is so
Dude,
bad.
as someone who needs
Brutal.
to go first, I always went last. It was so bad.
yes.
Like wizards, you want to go first because you have like a spell to blow everything up before your buddies get in there. Oh my god, every time.
Oof, we all did bad.
Yeah, my initiative.
All right, so surprise round. You guys, I'm sorry, I took up a minute of that time. You guys can still come. Starting now, 3 minutes. Go ahead and talk. Let me know when you're ready.
I am wanting to move to this location here and then shoot the 3 guys here with a lightning bolt. That's my goal.
What is our biggest threat? I'll try to take that out before it gets close to us.
I think the
So,
evil mage
when-
over here.
Before you talk about movement, this is a surprise action. So where you're standing is what you get. If you want to move closer, you can, but that's going to involve another perception check on this Mr. Skeleton's part. Because you guys
Hey,
are
Mike.
technically 60 feet away.
I'll javelin the closest. I actually have javelins that I've not used yet.
Mike, did you get a bonus
Sorry,
action for this
John.
too, or no?
It's a surprise round, so yeah, you get your full actions. It's just
okay.
movement, you're kind of constricted. If you want to
Yeah,
move,
makes sense.
it's going to be another perception check.
Makes sense. Cool.
Hey, how do I ping? Sorry.
Just hold down the right click.
Left click,
Left click.
or yeah,
Left click?
I mean,
Oh yeah, left click, my
Hey,
bad.
Money, this guy right here, I can only see half of him through light. That's not pinging now.
which one?
Trying to pay. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
technically that's half cover, but for you, sharpshooter. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't hit him though. Okay.
So
You said, Joel, that's the priority number 1 is take him out?
It just looks funny. I'm not really sure how we can like threat assess in game, but
Or these guys?
these guys look monstrous probably. But
Okay, I'll target those 2 then.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
javelin. I'm gonna shield of faith.
Is there
Judas,
is there
because he was
any-
nice to me.
hey,
also, is there anybody that we want to like isolate and focus down? Like maybe I can hold and paralyze something now. So
I can as
either of
well.
these.
I can as well. Whatever.
Do we need
doing
an
the most
attack
damage to
before
us.
the 3 minutes is up?
I'm just letting you guys talk. As soon as 3 minutes is up, then you guys take your turns.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably just blast something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna firebolt something. I think so.
Okay. All right, Vale, you're up first in the surprise round.
Oh, cool.
Remember the
Yeah,
target
probably-
with T.
Right, yes. This is where it's going to get a little complicated because I'm going to hit two
This is
guys.
with advantage, right? Advantage. Money.
From stealth, I guess. Yeah, it kind of would be, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. So I'm going to Eldritch Blast this guy here, and then immediately followed by this guy.
Okay.
So I have two of them now.
Yep, go ahead and give it a go.
Forgot about
That's the
the
first
advantage.
guy.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Ooh.
Nice damage, dude.
Ooh, yeah, you blast a lot of the fucking bones off of this thing. He's almost dead.
And I'm sending him flying back, too.
He can't go much further back. That's kind of like there's like stones and stuff.
Okay. If
He
I
kinda
can
gets
at any
blasted
point, I
into
will.
into the wall, but kind of stops short of it. And go ahead and make
And the next
other one.
guy.
Advantage.
16.
With advantage. Jumps.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hit anyway, but
Roll it
Could be
anyways.
a
Could get
critical.
that nat 20.
19 hits. God damn, you
Whoa.
blasted him to pieces.
Fucking shit.
Oh, that was an
He-
actual
you
0
see-
at first.
A fucking a massive blow of just bones disappearing into the woods. Anything else?
Nice hit.
Oh, good heavens. And that's my turn.
Okay. Dallin.
Dude.
I was. You have an action or a bonus action in surprise? Sorry, it's an action, right?
You have it's a full action surprise.
When you say full action, I have both. So I could Shield of Faith and Javelin throw?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will Shield of Faith bonus action, reach over to Judas. But it's ranged. So I will cast that on him. Sorry.
I already have mage armor on, by the way.
This will still
This is
help.
This is more.
Full stack.
Okay.
This is for your kindness earlier. And do that, and then I'm gonna.
Take it.
We're actually 60 feet out, right? Because
Yes.
javelin. Okay, so javelin is gonna be at normal then, because the advantage and disadvantage will cancel, right?
Right.
Because I only have 30 feet of it, so I'm just gonna throw him a javelin at the closest guy.
Well, it's a surprise round, so you can probably from where you're at. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
That'll
and
be
it
fine.
goes disadvantage, so I figured. Yeah.
If you're throwing it from there, sure.
Yeah. We'll take that.
Definitely hits.
Sick. Yeah, yeet! He yells.
Fucking cleaving through a collarbone, knocking a full arm off of the skeleton, kind of looks down, looking at its arm as it falls off, and this javelin just sticks in the ground. Anything else?
No.
You can move forward.
Oh, well, this would move
This
me
is
to
all
this
happening
position.
at once.
I didn't know we had movement. I thought you said full action. So I can move from
you're
this
trying to get
location, or I'm moving to this location. You said we're 60 feet out, so how's that working?
I'll say at the end of the surprise round, you guys could all be right here because this is as big as I made the map.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I will stay close to the boys for protection then. I'm going to stay
Okay.
up with them.
All right. Kalane.
First thing I'll do is activate Blade Song. A little rush of wind hits
Okay.
me. And then I'll do the AC here in a little bit, and then I'm going to be targeting a little bit of spark comes out of my hand, and I'm targeting. This guy's half cover right here, right?
For you, 3/4 cover.
3/4 cover. I like them odds.
That's +5. You do have advantage.
Yeah, I do have advantage. So I'm gonna a little bit of sparks come out, and I'm gonna yell Ignis.
All right, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, dude. It's just fire in Latin.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Cool.
For 9 fire damage. Yeah, you kind of see the fireball kind of erupt and burn off some of the cloth, and you kind of see, you hear a man cry out in pain, and it seems to be not a dead person.
Ah!
Sorry.
And he kind of revealing like an old man on his walk with his cane.
My name's just evil. I'm not actually evil.
It's pronounced Hindu.
Anything else?
Evil.
That's it.
Okay. Judas, freshly shielded.
Freshly shielded. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna target that knoll on the left with Mind Sliver. Yeah, it already did the 2d6. Nice!
Nice.
Nice!
Nice.
Nice.
He failed. Nice. Dealing 11 damage.
It's a good fucking roll on that one.
And what else happens to him?
So that's going to be on his next saving throw. He's going to remove a 1d4 from it.
Okay, I marked him with a frightened marker. Don't let me forget, because I will.
Yep.
So, stand on top of it.
Yep, and that is all.
All right, Ketham.
I'm gonna hearing the guy like shout out in pain. I'm gonna target him as well.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny to me. There's a living one. Get him.
It's
is
all
kind of
advantage,
funny.
right? So I don't have to use.
It's advantage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use sharpshooter.
Sure. You gonna take -5?
Yeah. So 19.
After being hit once, you see him kind of make a gesture, and at 19, that arrow minus the 5 glances off.
So does shield? Is it there for my next attack too?
Yes.
It's there
He
for-
has it till it's
till
his turn again.
Okay, and then with my second attack, I will target the. Target the other knoll.
Okay. Sharpshooter as well.
Yes.
That's -5 to add 10.
God.
So it'll be a
That'll hit.
22.
So add 10 damage. So first roll
Ooh, so
5,
15.
adding. Oof. He is fucked up. Adding.
That's crazy damage.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't do an additional 10. Yeah, he is fucked up. One arrow just kind of goes right through his chest, and you actually see it go all the way through, and pierced up against the tree behind him is a lung.
Dear God.
Anything else?
And dear God. No.
I fucking got that asshole. All right, top of the order. Not surprised round. These skeletons all kind of like all in unison turn towards your party as you guys kind of moved up. I'm going to say you're here now, so that, yeah, this is the battle map. This is where you're at. Yeah, this one. The skeleton immediately charges forward, targeting Dallin with a short sword. Bones creaking and rattling, he swings with a 23. Can you believe it?
He came in
These guys are
hot.
gonna fucking swinging hard, kind of glancing off the armor a little bit, maybe nicking your neck a little bit. 5 damage, man. Oh man, I'm surprised he just fucking hit you. Another one comes streaming in, targeting Vale.
Oh my god, I already feel the constitution. Jeez. Shield of Faith is gone.
Unfortunate.
All right.
Big
It
22 with
happens.
the big hits. Hitting Vale for 5 piercing to Vale. These
Sorry,
skeletons
Steven,
are
I
coming
tried.
out.
It's just funny.
Skeletal
oh,
Mage from where he's at. You see him begin to cast a spell. And now how this works, explain this to Jumps today. So he can take a reaction to cast counter spell. And I'm trying to do this as rules as written, which we'll see if we end up liking it or not, but we're going to give it a go. One of you guys can use your reaction to determine what spell it is, so long as you have proficiency in Arcana or you're a spellcaster. And it'll be an Arcana check to see what it is. Unless you already know the spell, then it's a given. But a reaction is required on behalf of one of you to tell him what it is if he wants to use this counterspell or not.
I didn't take counterspell today. Just
You
so
didn't
know.
pick it.
No, I did not.
Never mind. Would have been good to know that before I explained all that. All right, here we go. He cast a spell.
Still good to know, just in case.
Directed directly on Dallin.
Oh.
He casts silence. And everywhere in that blue area is all the tones of the trees, the birds immediately. Perfect silence. You can't even hear your own tinnitus. It's so silent. Any spells that require a vocal requirement are nulled. That skeleton got blasted and he's dead. This skeleton kind of making his way around the trees. 25 to there, attacks Dallin.
I keep waving them on, like, come on, I've already been hit once. Like...
Do I not have you targeted? Oh, that's why. I thought I hit target.
Who casted that, by the way?
F4
It
definitely
says
misses.
skeletal mage.
This one up here.
What's the...
If you can see my ping.
Okay.
Vale,
The
you
one
can't
that-
quite see him, but there's a guy up here.
I know he's there. Everybody else is
Okay.
shooting at him.
Alright. Well, there's an evil mage and there's skeletal mages. They were
There's
all
two
shooting at
different
like the
ones.
man mage. This is like a skeleton mage.
Oh, there's two there?
There's
Oh, there's a
There's
few. He looks like this
4
one.
skeletal mages and 1
This
evil.
one, but
Oh,
he's up
gotcha.
here. So that's that guy, Knoll. So this Knoll up here, barely living, kind of moving forward, bleeding profusely, kind of senses blood but can't get to there, so he's going to come up to the first person he can see, and he's going to try to...
I'm bleeding. I got hit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you did. So yeah, he definitely comes after you. Tries to bite once, and in his hand he's carrying a spear. Also misses. Both of these kind of glancing off your armor as you're fixated on one of the skeletons. Good armor protecting you. Another mage steps forward, kind of into the light where you can see him a little bit better, and he targets the man in the back himself with another spell, Ray of Sickness. That'll miss. That kind of goes wide, not even close. Another mage stepping forward to the cliff. Oops.
Also, all of that happening in perfect silence inside the...
Well, they're not in there. They can still cast spells into it.
No, even like the knoll, I'm saying. Just-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all perfect
It's
science.
really
You're right.
weird to like think of in your head. The theater of mind.
Yeah.
This one holds out its hand, and 3 bolts stream forth, all going towards Judas. The first one dealing 4, the other 2 dealing... Oh, I should have done that twice. What am I thinking? A total of 9, 11 damage, 11 force damage to Judas.
You have shield.
All right, Vale.
Shield's only
Shield.
wizard, isn't it?
Shield won't protect him from that.
Magic missile. But I know
It's not an
he's
attack.
silence. Yeah, shield negates magic missile. I know he's in silence. I was just curious if he had it.
I don't have shield. I have mage armor only.
Pretty sure shield does.
Yeah,
does it?
shield
No.
straight up negates magic missile, no matter what.
Oh, and you take no damage from magic
Yeah.
missile. That's right.
I was
I
just
always
curious if he
remember
had
that
it as a
it's not.
sorcerer.
It's weird. All right, Vale, you're up.
The one that swung at me, I'm just gonna try to stab him with my dagger, I guess.
This is gonna be a weird
Sorry.
fight with 3 mages in the party and they're all silenced. Nothing you know who to go for.
How we
13
doing?
hits.
Hey!
I don't think I can see the guy that casted it.
Better get mobile.
Yeah, right now he's full cover from you.
A big 2.
2 piercing. Well done. Anything else? I'm sorry, man.
And I'm like pushing on the zombie, like stabbing me, like, help! But
You see
nothing comes
wide-eyed
out.
Vale like, hello?
You just see me mouth it, and you just fucking know what I said, you know?
Down.
You don't hear it, but...
I'm gonna swing at the one next to Vale. I know I can't hear him, but I see him in a fight that he's not used to, I think. So I'll swing my hammer at the one furthest south there.
Okay. That misses.
I will follow up with another swing then.
Okay.
Shit, yeah.
Same
Extra
guy.
attacks, baby.
Yep. Oh,
No!
I can't hear what's going on around me. All my attacks fail.
Sorry, man.
No,
Fucking hell.
it happens. But I did do an attack, so I'm going to follow up with a bonus action to Shield Master Shove. I'm going to try to get that one away from Vale.
Okay. He rolled a 13.
Okay, athletics. I also rolled a 13,
Brother.
but I'm beefy.
Plus 7.
Holy shit!
Oompy, throw him into the bush.
Yeah,
Or is
get
it,
out of here,
5 feet,
you.
right?
Yeah, I think it's just
bag of
fine, yeah.
bones.
Yeah. That's it
Okay.
for me. I'm holding there.
Clean.
Just a question real quick. For Booming Blade, since it's thunder damage, would that do no damage in a silenced area?
Booming Blade does not have a vocal requirement, so it would still work.
Well, I'm talking about damage. I'm not sure if that's like thunder.
No,
and...
no, it's
Okay,
all it does is make it completely quiet. It doesn't negate any damage.
cool.
So Booming Blade would still work.
Yeah, so I'm gonna unsheath my sword, and I'm actually gonna do Green Flame Blade on this one.
Okay, do your whole I went to Hogwarts thing and then
Yeah, I wave it around. I don't know why it does this, so I'm gonna put it here. Just ignore that.
Oh,
There's the roll.
All right, good.
Well,
so this
that
is,
you're targeting the skeleton though, right?
so I'm targeting the skeleton here. Yeah.
Yeah.
but
All right.
it
So
is
do
gonna
the
be-
critical damage on him, and then the
Yeah.
follow-on damage of the spell goes on the null.
Cool. Critical hits.
So make sure you have the skeleton targeted, which you did.
No, I did. It was this one.
I know, but you didn't have it targeted. You had the other guy targeted.
Oh, yes,
No, I have the
the green
targeted.
pip was above him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
don't
think
know.
it
How did you
affected
damage
it
to the-
affected the other guy.
It's because Green Flame Blade shoots more things to the other guy. That's why. I don't know. It's these macros are weird.
All right, so go ahead and roll the damage for the follow-on effect.
Yeah.
I bet the null dies. We'll see. I'll bring
actually-
him back if he doesn't.
Yeah, I think it is 1d8 plus your modifier, so 1d8 plus 3. Plus 4.
Yeah, so he
That's
just
for
takes
the
it.
null.
Oh yeah, he had like 2 health left, so he's dead.
Nice.
That dude rolled really low on his HP.
We take those.
So yeah, he falls to. He just burns up. You hear like this hyena like screech as it kind of burns into ash as it screeches to its death. Anything else?
Nope, can't do anything else. Silence. So good here.
Yeah, the only person that casts spells in silence here. Another skeletal mage targeting you, seeing you as a spellcaster. Try to tempt you with a ray of sickness. Holds out its hand, and this ghastly green like fluid shoots out, missing. That blade song is coming in handy, dude. Having such
Yes,
high
it
AC
is.
as a wizard.
Shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
dude.
This man that you heard screech earlier, you kind of see him hobbling along, and periodically you see his head churn. You see one of his eyes shining like a a thundery blue as he kind of looks at you and makes his way down the hill.
Oh.
For the master. And he casts lightning bolt. Through the middle,
Oh boy.
Vale and Judas. It'll prompt you what to roll. Pretty sure it's Dex.
Does that hit me too?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that.
So Vale, you take the. Or I can apply it. 32 damage. Vale goes unconscious. Judas, you save. You take 19 damage, almost going down.
Fuck, that was damn crazy damage.
Ow.
This Knoll joining into the combat moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. First person he sees, Kalane. Actually, I'm sorry.
He goes for blood,
would
right?
not. He goes for blood. He would move here and go after Dallin, smelling his blood. He goes for a chomp.
I almost cut myself for a little bit of damage before we went in because of this. Damn it!
18.
He still gets me.
Okay.
Dealing 3 piercing damage, and you kind of see him bite into your arm. Most of it getting metal, not doing a whole lot, but you do see him drink your blood a bit. And he heals for the 3 damage that he did.
He rolled low.
Judas.
All right. Couple of things. If I were to do let's say a similar spell back at this asshole, and I shot it over Vale, does that damage Vale further?
Are you doing lightning bolt?
Maybe.
That would absolutely hit your buddy. You need to maybe
Okay.
rotate, and
I
you
need
can't
to say
cast it.
something too.
You can't cast it
No.
where you're at,
I can cast it with subtle.
because subtle will get rid of vocal, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you could use it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Flick.
So what I'm actually, oh man, I can't get down south of Ketham, can I?
You can. It's fine. It's kind of like, don't go like 80 feet out of it, but sure.
Right, because I'm wanting to go.
Where are you
from
trying to move?
here. I'm just south of him, just so
Just
I can get.
south of him puts you out of vision. You won't be able to cast it through this tree. You could maybe go all the way through the tree, but you'd have to kill the tree. The tree has health for it to go
Okay.
through the tree.
I'm trying to get that shot.
You can stand over Vale.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sound good?
Yeah, no, that sounds
Alright.
good.
Make sure the boxes actually light up when you're dropping your
Yeah, so go ahead and cast it. And to rotate it, use your mouse wheel.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, spell here.
Using subtle to get rid of silence. That's
Yeah,
nice.
That's dope. That's so dope,
I
dude.
love that.
I didn't even think about that. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
gonna
super smart.
do
Fucking
that.
4D chess Judas over here.
Gonna have to do something here. Normal, and I'm gonna blast him right back.
Should automatically do everything so I don't have to.
Christ.
The skeletal mage fails, the evil mage, the cultist mage succeeds, nearly dying, but the skeletal mage did perish in the blast as the
Okay.
lightning kind of shoots through both of them.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and spend an additional 2 sorcery points, and I'm gonna do a quickened spell to then be able to do a ray of frost against that fuckface.
Okay.
As vocal though.
Oh.
Oh,
it
that's
is.
right. He's right.
could you do?
Can I do?
subtle?
Can I do another subtle, or does
You're
subtle
already
go for the whole
using-
thing?
How many meta magics do you have? Sorcery points. You used 2 already, right?
5. Yeah. Or I used 1 for subtle.
Oh, it does only cost 1. You're right. So then 4, and then now you're using it again, which would be 3, and then you want to use Quicken Spell so you can cast another spell to bring you down to 1 left.
Yes.
And
No,
that
down.
doesn't-
Yeah, down to 1.
So yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Damn.
It actually does not.
Really?
Because he is going to shield.
Okay.
Let me bring him back.
He yeah. Bring him in.
This looks funny.
Okay. Well,
Hey, dude, that was still clutch. That you did.
That
You
was
did a
good,
lot
yeah.
right there.
yeah. All right. I'll end my turn there. Please, Ketham, get the Cone of Silence off.
By the way, it's this guy who has Cone of Silence, not this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ketham.
So since he used shield, the shield is still up for my turn as well.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. But I would go attack the guy up top.
He's 3/4 cover from where you were just at, but yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You're not
I'll-
worried about
I'll
that.
Stay here,
Yeah, you can see one of the corners, so you're good to go.
and I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. Actually, I guess I need to do that first. I'm gonna kind of breathe in like a heavy breath, and just exhale through my nostrils, and use Fighting Spirit to give me
Okay.
advantage for the entire turn and 5 temp health. And then I'm gonna shoot my first shot at the guy I've targeted. And I am going to use what's it called?
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Just remember, 3/4 cover gives him +5 AC, so he's like
He
+10.
doesn't. He doesn't have.
Oh, you don't
3/4
care about
for-
cover. That's right.
All right. Yeah, that hits.
Forgot about that.
It's insane.
So I'm doing 16.
And he succeeds. He maintains concentration. You did 16, so minus 5
'cause
to the
I
hit.
did- Yeah. I did
Minus 5, so that
14.
still hits. So you're doing 16 damage. So he actually has 16 health. So he actually dies. Exactly 16. So the Cone of Silence ends. So his save doesn't matter.
Sharpshooter's crazy.
Yup.
And then, what does shield at? I mean, I guess I can't ask that right now. I'm gonna target this guy with no sharpshooter. I still have advantage with my second attack. So 25.
25 hits. Breaks through the shield.
Oh.
Did 4.
He's still kicking with the 4.
Then I'll use action surge.
Arrow kind of glances off his shoulder bone. He cries in pain a little bit. The master will have your head.
And I'm gonna shoot at him again.
Okay.
Wait. So does that break the shield?
No,
Or is,
it
like,
still
shield-
stays up.
It's
It
still
just
there. Okay.
it just penetrated.
So
Or maybe he's not good at
no
shield and he forgot to
shield.
get his toes, you know, and you just knocked off his toe.
No sharpshooter.
All right. 19 hits.
Oh shit!
Barely.
Good roll. Good roll.
There you
Oh,
go.
good roll.
Oh, and he's done,
There you
man. And he little loot pinata explodes.
Loot pinata.
As he dies, I'm just gonna
Dallin
say,
runs over.
"Fuck your master."
Yeah, no, arrow hits him in the chest. He's not looping now. Arrow hits him in the chest, and like you feel like his arrow, he's about to cast another spell, and just, arrow immediately leaves his lungs, and he just falls over. Master, Anything else?
I'll do that in my turn.
Okay. Same skeleton as before, still kind of rattling after Dallin here, taking another swing.
You can try, and you'll probably succeed again.
Oh my
damn
god!
it.
What's all that armor worth?
This armor's doing nothing this round.
4 piercing damage, buddy. At least they're attacking you, not somebody else.
I
This
will
skeleton
take
moves
it.
in. After being blasted, is going to assault Judas here.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Not hitting his plate armor.
Yeah, we'll take the low rolls on the squishies. We take these.
Moving to this other skeleton who is also targeting you. Dallin, the one just above you there.
Yeah.
Swings as well. Focuses on the other skeleton. Not that there's any disadvantage or anything, but misses.
Getting whittled
And we are
down.
to the skeletal mage up on the cliff here. Once again, targeting this time Ketham. And he sends out a ray of sickness. I don't think that hits. Yeah, completely misses. These guys are shitty with the ray of sickness. Vale, give me a death saving throw.
Am I rolling those or are you?
Oh yeah, I gotta roll them. Keep forgetting I do those. Okay.
No facial expression whatsoever.
He's good at that. He's very good.
Poker
Yeah, I
face.
wouldn't want to play
Dallin.
poker against our DM. I'm not gonna lie.
Dallin, you're up.
I am, man. I really want to be smacking, but I really want to pick up our boy at the same time.
Go for it.
I'm looking at new spells here. I'm trying to. Why does this one not say if it's an action or a bonus action? It just says 10 minutes.
Which one?
Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of healing can only be done outside of combat.
Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that. Doesn't
It
say-
takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't say anything about that. Why would it not say that? Okay.
I could. You want to know I know that?
What, Baldur's
Because
Gate
I
or
did the
something?
same fucking mistake.
Oh.
I did the same fucking thing, thinking I could use it in combat. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I just wanted to check. Well, I was thinking about doing that. I am once again gonna use a little bit of lay on hands on Vale. I'm gonna use 10 of my 25 lay on hands to heal him for 10 points as an action.
Okay.
Thank you.
I lowered that. And then I don't think there's much else I can do here. You know, I'll bonus action. And I'm gonna do. Oh man. I'm gonna do a Shield of Faith, and I'm gonna put that on Vale.
Okay. Go ahead, do so.
Yep. Cast.
Kalane.
And if Hetz is watching this, I bet he's fucking laughing because before this session I was like, I'll try not to get one shot again. I don't know.
He hasn't said anything at least, but. So you have +2 AC while I have concentration. That's me.
Kalane.
I'm going to do Green Flame Blade again. Blade on this one, Green Flame on this one.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
17 definitely hits the skeleton.
Nice.
Yep, 7 piercing damage. Definitely breaking a bunch of rib bones and tibias or whatever other bones I can think of.
Short sword had a little bit of green fire on it when it hit, and then that skipped over to the knoll next to him. Or fuck, I did too.
So yeah, this one kind of stepping over the ashes and the burn up body parts of the last one, kind of doing its little knoll giggle, burns a little bit. You hear it kind of do a knoll giggle of pain. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, there's another skeletal mage. You kind of start to see 3 magic missiles kind of come through the woods, and they're going after Kalane here. Oop, I didn't mean to hide that.
Oh, do shield.
Dealing, the first one does 2.
Money, I'll do shield.
Are you gonna shield it?
Yeah, I'll shield it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he uses reaction, shield it, and these 3 missiles hit that shield and do 0 damage. Over to the Knoll, regular Knoll. He goes in for blood. He smells the blood. Goes in for another bite. Oh, I forgot to do his secondary attack last time. That's funny. Misses this time, following up with the spear, which he should have done last time. Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
But it's just a spear. How much damage could it really be? 5.
Wow. Okay.
He stabs you for 5 piercing. But
Well, here goes the Constitution again.
Hey,
Okay, we did it. We held it longer than
Judas, barely alive. You're bleeding from every fucking body, like orifice possible.
I am gonna go ahead. Also, I guess until the end of their next turn, so that that frightened isn't there anymore. By the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that supposed to do?
Wait, doesn't that prevent moving?
Minus D4 from a saving.
No, saving throw.
From a saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
So.
So what you doing?
I am going to shock and grasp this guy because I can't do anything else.
Alright.
The shock grasp.
He's largely in leather armor, so you're not going to have advantage, but 18 does hit.
See what happens.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
That definitely kills as you shock these bones to as they kind of like fucking explode into powder. Anything else?
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit right here.
Okay, Ketham.
I'm going to use another thing of fighting spirit.
Wait, how many temp hit points did we have for that meal? By the way,
3.
3. Okay, so I actually have 7.
It's not like
Well, if
we
you
used
forgot
fighting
them, then
spirit.
too bad. Okay.
So I'm just gonna take it down to 1, whatever. And then I'm gonna attack this skeleton, and I'm gonna use my ricochet shot to then attack the other skeleton.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use sharpshooter.
So minus 5
So 16.
on the skeleton. Hits. Yeah.
How'd you get advantage? Did you fight?
You used a fighting
tireless
spirit?
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't catch
fighting
that.
spirit. I
Okay.
don't know why I keep on saying tireless spirit.
I know what you meant.
So I'll do 15.
It's wild. Every time that hits,
So
I'm
this
blown away
one?
by that.
No, it's the one I'm targeting.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, man, you wasted a lot of damage. Yeah, so 15, that one immediately, you shoot it through the chest, hitting it in the spine ruptures, and all the other bones kind of shatter off of it, and it falls to a pile.
And so
Ricocheting off into the other one, make another attack, right? Is that how it works?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like make a
sharpshooter
separate
on this
attack as part of that first attack.
Which will hit, so go ahead and roll damage, which, go ahead and roll it for fun. This thing's dead. Dealing 9. Similarly, expert marksman hit him in the same exact spot. His spine erupts and bones go everywhere, falling to a pile of bones. Actually, I'll bring these. I need to get rid of this because you guys want to like harvest probably and shit. Keep track of what's what.
And then with my second attack for the turn, I'm gonna
Put these all back out there. Go ahead.
attack this skeleton, skeletal mage right here, and I am gonna use sharpshooter.
Okay.
Be minus 5 and be 16.
That'll hit.
So 15 damage.
Yeah, knock off a couple of ribs. Arm falls off. Part of a hip. He's still there.
And then that'll be then my turn.
That's the
Okay.
end. Be sure.
Top of the round, going through all the dead folks straight to Yours truly that you just shot at. With his one remaining arm, he points at your direction and tries to see if he can't get a ray of sickness to land. Hey, look at that.
Uh-oh.
On who?
You take 10 poison damage, Ketham. You make a Constitution saving throw, which you succeed. So you are not poisoned.
You said 10 damage?
Yeah, you rolled an 8 and succeed. That's crazy. It's +2, +3. You have fighter. You have a proficiency in it. So yeah, you took 10 poison damage.
Had the 5 temp from
Right.
fighting spirit.
Vale, finally awake, up on his feet, and can hear his own voice.
My God, I said just before we came out here that if I died again, I'd take up drinking. The second we find some fucking wine, I'm going to quaff the whole goddamn jug.
That was a failed death saving throw, by the way.
I fucking knew it would be.
That's why I always pick up as soon as possible.
Totally. So I'm going to shoot this first guy that Ketham just shot at with an Eldritch Blast.
Just the mage.
Where is this guy? I can't see him.
You can. He's over here.
It's fine,
Oh,
don't worry
okay,
about
okay.
it.
You see another
trees,
blast
man,
go.
the trees.
Oh yeah, I don't
He's
think
gone, don't worry about it.
Golly. Hit a 9, a 10, and a 9.
I'll put him in the loot pile.
And then secondary target, the other guy in the woods over there on the cliffside.
Oh man, he's just a spine with legs. Go easy on him.
Nope.
And you do hit him.
Wow.
He's coming up with a vengeance.
Oh, God! Hell of a
Blasting him. Good luck
That's
recovering
that-
whatever that had on
That's
it.
why they targeted
Blasted
you
into the
first,
woods.
dear lord.
Yeah, man.
And then I'm going to heal myself with 2 charges of healing light.
Yep, bonus action, healing light. All right, Dallin.
Smitty.
All that remains
smack.
that you can see around you is the knoll,
Yep, I am smacking shit out of him with a hammer. Let's hope they hit.
and he shows no sign of understanding his circumstance.
19?
19 hits.
9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Following up with another. Oh, it didn't give me the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not gonna hit. Anything else?
Nope. I'll hang tight there.
Clean.
Let's go. I will
Finish the
do Booming Blade on Homeboy.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna do the macro thing. So attack.
Swing.
Hits
Nice.
for 8 piercing, man. He's looking pretty roughed up at this point, kind of stabbing him right through the gut there.
Can I shove as a
there's-
bonus action?
No,
Oh dang. Okay.
that's an
That's
action.
That's the thing I have for Shield Master.
Yeah.
Okay. The knoll, seeing this juicy target walk up, appearing to have no armor. Actually, no. You're not wounded at all. He's still focused on Dallin. He just smells that blood, and you just see the craziness in his eyes. I believe that misses. Yeah, that
It'll
misses.
miss.
He follows up with his spear,
Oh, shit.
which hits.
That one will hit.
Maybe I should roll the spear first. That way he gets some health back. 7 piercing as he kind of gets you through the little crevices in your armor that are actually there.
God dang it. Well, it's almost over anyways.
Loses concentration.
Once
That
again,
did.
I've been getting hit a lot in this combat.
Yeah, that's your MO. Judas,
Uh,
barely
being
alive
able to
still,
hear-
still bleeding everywhere.
Being finally able to actually hear myself fully, I'm gonna throw just a curse at him with Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good damage.
And he's gonna save.
Oh yeah. So how do you kill him? What do you say to him? What happens to him?
Oh God, put me on the spot there, buddy.
Welcome to D&D, bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. That's why I said just throw a curse at him.
What's the curse?
Curse is Stop hitting my friend.
Got him, dude.
Because
Wow.
he kept on. Because Dallin is now the new friend.
You know what? He comes back to life. That was terrible. All right, who's next? Ketha? No. All right.
Yeah.
You mutter that in his head. He doesn't quite understand that language. He looks very confused. You see his eyeballs explode, followed by his head into pieces from overthinking it too much, and you all gained 210 experience
Hey.
point. And that brings us out of combat and to the end of our session. But I know you guys probably have some follow-on things you want to do.
Loot them up. It's early in the morning. We got time, boys.
Yeah, it is still 8:40. Not even 9 yet.
It's the longest day of my life.
Yeah, it's not
Already
even
died
fucking
once today.
lunchtime, and you got a lightning bolt through the chest, stopping your heart immediately.
That was nuts damage on that thing.
That was.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna pick up my ricochet arrow.
What's
Yep.
max damage on a lightning bolt? Isn't it in the 40s?
8d6 is the roll.
48.
So 48.
And I'm
It
gonna
was
pick up
38.
my other arrows as
So
well.
there.
I think I shot
I'm not
4.
sure if you guys are short resting, but
You did shoot
you
4.
are
So you get 2
might
back.
be looting around.
Yeah, are we taking an hour short rest?
For those of you that want a short rest to get health back, you can. Everybody else that doesn't need it, you can take that time to try to harvest what you can, and then just tell me what you're doing, what you're looking like, what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing.
I'll be looking to loot and harvest around.
Sure. So Judas is taking a short rest, kind of bandaging himself up. You can
So
keep
am I.
rolling hit dice though. You don't just roll one.
No,
Um,
I didn't.
Ketham, what are you doing?
I short rest as well.
Okay, and then Vale. I mean, you guys take as much time as you want, but an hour passes.
Yeah, I might as well
Joel-
do it too.
Joel, which corpse are you searching?
The evil mage. Most
Immediately off of his corpse, give me an investigation check. You find some decent stuff, but a matter of whether
Right
you
north.
recognize some of
Killed
it.
itself in its confusion.
You find you find very well designed boots and 4 paper scrolls with looks like arcane writing on it. One of which you recognize as a scroll of shield,
Nice. Okay, cool.
but there's 3 other scrolls.
That I don't know about. During this hour, do you have enough time to cast Identify on the boots?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I would like to do that.
You recognize these as, or you determine their usefulness. They're a boots of nimbleness. These boots fit anyone who tries to wear them. They match the material worn, such as armor. If you're wearing plate armor, they become plate boots. If you're wearing leather armor, they become leather boots. If you're wearing robes, they become sandals, whatever you want. These are the most comfortable boots you have ever worn, and they grant +1 to dexterity saving throws.
Very cool.
Similarly, the spell scrolls that you find are a scroll of Purify Food and Drink, a scroll of Shield, as I said, a scroll of Silence, who knew, and a scroll of Fireball.
Oh,
Woo!
those are sweet.
Spicy.
Do you want me to add them into my inventory? Or...
Yeah. So that's pretty much you identifying, searching for an hour. So the investigation check you found in his pockets, but they're natural 1. Sorry, man. And then you spent the rest of the time identifying.
Gotcha. Cool. Who's got the lowest dex between all of us?
I'm a flat
What?
0.
Me.
I'm gonna give these to
Vale.
Vale. Vale.
You think the guy that just got roasted by a lightning bolt? You sure?
Hey, maybe if he had it, he wouldn't have.
You could have used these boots when you were getting hit by that lightning bolt.
Oh,
And it doesn't require attunement or anything. It's just put them on. So you mean you can trade it around as much as you want on the
That's cool.
fly.
Those are cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Scrolls.
I mean, granted, I don't think I'll say no.
All right, you now have a
Nice.
+2 instead of a +1 to dex saving throws.
Nice. Once we're up from the short rest, can we check out the rest of the bodies? See if there's any.
Yes. So 1, 2. Each of you give me a D100 roll for right now. Kind of taking 10 minutes to siphon through a lot of the bones and what remains. Some of them, nothing remains. Some of them, a lot of it, you see some stuff. Kind of looking around the
Two.
first go around, you guys don't find anything. Give me, I need 5 of you. So now 4 more rolls. One of you has to be excluded.
Y'all can do it.
All right, so Joel or Kalain, Vale, Ketham, and Judas do another D100.
Come on, boys. Big money.
I don't know. Maybe.
God.
86, 70.
Yeah.
Those are
We got
better.
18 on the first one, 19 on the second.
Show me
Just
the
counting
money.
up.
1 second. I think Ketham may have found something
Nice.
off of one of the knolls.
Ugh.
He dug through all that dead, shit-smelling.
Disgusting.
We made him
Terribleness.
do both of the knolls.
And Knolls
just
probably
kinda-
smell bad, like alive. Undead, they're just so much worse.
That's
mean,
rotting
like-
rot.
Evil.
My head
hyena
is
people.
like this, and I'm like slowly just searching through it.
You find a common primal essence.
Nice.
Who can
I'll put
use
that in your inventory for now.
Which one of you magic boys can use that?
Not me.
I mean, I can? I think.
And the essences are pretty easy. You don't have to make a check to harvest it. You just pretty much gather it in a jar, which, yeah. Yeah, so that kind of brings us to 10,
Oh.
12 my time. Anything else you guys want to cover before we call it?
Real quick, what were the 4 scrolls? Fireball, shield, silence, and
Purify water.
Purify food and
food
drink.
water. Yeah.
Food
Yeah,
and drink.
Primal is
Not just
druid.
water, it's food and drink.
What is the
Water
occultist? It
specifically.
says druid, occultist, and ranger can use primal, but I've never heard of occultist.
Those are... What? What are you talking about? Those...
Essence types and spell list.
Oh, you're talking... No. So they're... I know what you're talking about. Let me get my eyes on it.
Inventor, occultist, scion are not selectable classes. Is
Yeah,
there some
so
ranges
they
over?
so Druid, Oculus, Rangers require primal essence to create their spells.
Gotcha.
And Oculus is a custom class by the person that made this
Gotcha.
crafting thing that I don't include because people make broken shit for this game.
Fair
Fucking
enough.
stupid. Well, I don't want to say stupid. I haven't even really looked at it, but typically it's always like, come on, that's a little much overpowered.
Hey, are we gonna get tattoos? Speaking of overpowered.
Good luck. Good luck finding a tattoo artist in Barovia.
Oh, magical. I thought you were talking about us as players. I'm like, what?
So anything else you guys are doing?
The only thing I can make with primal essence would be a underwater breathing apparatus, but it takes a few of them.
That could be handy with the lake.
Yeah, it's quite a bit though. It's like 3 primal essences, 2 fancy parts. That's tough to find.
I mean, if you find a scroll as well that can be used in those classes' spell lists, you can copy it. If that makes sense. Like if you find like Hunter's Mark, you can use that primal essence to copy and make another one, vice versa, whatever. Because I
Who's
think
Mark?
Hunter's Mark's in other people's spell lists
I've got
somewhere.
Hunter's Mark.
There you go. He can lend
So you can make a
his
spell
ear,
scroll.
lend his information to you, and you can make the spell scroll. I think Rangers can do cure wounds too, so you can make a scroll of cure wounds if somebody knows that spell.
Right here.
So it's just like something specific to their spell list, I think. I'm not sure 100%. I'd have to really look into it. But anything else? Anything else you guys are doing before we call it a night?
I'm not doing something specifically, but wanted to make you aware, Money. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for platinum rings worth 50 gold. I have a level 2 spell that requires those. 2 of them.
Platinum rings.
Worth
Well,
50
good
gold.
luck.
I know. I'm just making you aware just in case he gets slipped in somewhere for me. There's a really cool spell that I
I'm
can
going
do.
off the book. We'll see what happens.
There's a really cool spell I can do, and it would be perfect for like Joel and I's background. Warding bond. We would share a bond.
Oh,
we share
yeah.
damage, but we get resistance to all damage, and we get +1 to AC and saving throws while it's active. But we
Dude,
have
the
to
way
both be
you-
wearing the platinum rings.
The way you just got hit today, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, but resistance to damage, so I'd be all damage.
Well,
Oh,
not
yeah.
you. Just your target gets that benefit. And when he
I
takes
thought it was
damage,
back
you
and
take
forth.
damage. No, just your target. I know that's what you're talking
That would
about.
have been so cool.
I used it in
Oh, yeah,
Baldur's
yeah.
Gate.
Yeah. Well, the target is within. It gains all the. Okay, so yeah, you would get all the bonuses.
And then you take the damage that he
I would
takes
take.
as
I would
well.
take the damage, but you would have resistance to all damage, and it's really
Plus
good
one.
for like
Yeah.
Klain and Dallin because
Ooh, I
that's
like
like
that.
they play. They fight together, you know. So
We
Mhm.
play together too, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
great.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. I hope you guys had a good time. Good session.
Hell yeah.
As
Moved a little
always.
slow there at the beginning, but I know we like to like RP and joke around a little bit, which is fine. I'm not on any sort of timeline here, but the pace is set by you guys. If you guys want to move it along, feel free to put your hand up and say, "Hey, let's move it along." No one's feelings will get hurt. So
We were
and then
dragging that
next
guy
week-
through the mud trying to get any info we could.
Anyway.
it's not a bad idea. I mean,
No, yeah, he seemed like a
Seems like
smart
an
guy.
interesting guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
buying him
and
wine,
then-
he's gonna share what he knows. A lot of people are pretty open.
And then next
Tell
week
him
is
to
off,
stream.
right?
Yeah, next week